5 minutes with the Automobilia part. Thank you very much. Quelques minutes, merci.
J'éteigne à chaque fois que je me plais, ça suffit.
Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, c'est avec un grand plaisir que nous vous accueillons aujourd'hui à la VIGIE pour cette vente exceptionnelle. Donc nous commencerons avec la partie Automobilia à 14h30 et en suivant les automobiles de collection. Donc je suis Catherine Niège, je serai votre commissaire-priseur avec Martin Tenholder, donc qui sera pour la partie automobile de collection. Donc je vous présenterai la vente aujourd'hui avec Estelle Perry, notre spécialiste. Donc, merci à toutes les personnes présentes aujourd'hui dans la salle et bienvenue à toutes les personnes qui nous rejoignent de par le monde sur bonhams.com. Donc, nous tenons à remercier chaleureusement M. Frédéric Thiebaud et toute son équipe pour qui nous ont permis de faire cette vente aujourd'hui avec toute leur aide. Avant de commencer la vente, donc, il est indispensable de vous enregistrer. Le bureau d'enregistrement est à l'accueil au premier étage. Donc, je vous signale que la vente est conduite en conformité avec les conditions de vente comme inscrit au catalogue et sur notre site Internet et nous vous demandons de les lire avec attention. La commission vendeur sera pour la partie Automobilia uniquement de 28% hors taxe pour les achats jusqu'à 40 000 € inclus, 27% hors taxe au-delà de 40 000 et jusqu'à 800 000 € inclus, 21% hors taxe au-delà de 800 000 et jusqu'à 4,5 millions et au-delà, la commission vendeur sera de 14,5%. Je ne suis pas sûre que nous en aurons besoin aujourd'hui pour l'Automobilia, Estelle. Et la TVA au taux en vigueur est de 20% et elle sera applicable sur la commission vendeur. Pour les automobiles de collection, la commission vendeur sera de 15%. Certains lots sont précédés de symboles et merci de vous référer au catalogue ou sur le site Internet pour en connaître leur signification. Les enchères pourront être prises sur Internet, dans la salle, sur ordre d'achat et au téléphone. Les deux écrans derrière moi vous présentent les objets que nous allons vendre et un panneau convertisseur qui est juste une indication des différentes devises au taux du jour. Pendant la vente, nous vous annoncerons en français et en anglais, avant la présentation de chaque lot, des notices rectificatives. Ce sont des informations qui sont arrivées après la publication du catalogue. Donc, complément d'informations mises en lumière après la publication, et elles ont été exposées en partie avec les autos, où on vous les annoncera. Concernant les détails pour les enlèvements des lots d'Automobilia, il est indispensable de donner vos instructions avant ce soir 21h. Tous les lots, sans instruction de votre part, tous les lots seront retirés dès demain à 14h. Sur rendez-vous uniquement, vous pouvez les prendre, vous pouvez récupérer vos lots samedi ou dimanche, et lundi jusqu'à 12h, mais uniquement sur rendez-vous. Et vous pouvez contacter le service, le département par Clotilde Duval, ou le service client. N'hésitez pas à venir vers nous. Mais en tout cas, vos instructions avant ce soir, 21h. Sur ce, je laisse la parole à Estelle.
Merci Catherine. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Bonhams Monaco cell, les grandes marques à Monaco. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to your auctioneer, Catherine Hirsch. Thank you all for attending in person, and hello to all you joining us from around the world via bonhams.com. And we welcome to all Bonhams teams on our telephone bank here and here. Before we begin, please be aware of our condition of sale published online and in our sale catalog, with particular regard to collecting and payment details. Please also remember that the purchase price is the sum of the total hammer price plus the applicable rate of buyer's premium and relevant sale and use taxes. For the buyer's premium rate for this sale, it will be as follows. For Automobilia, the buyer's premium rate are 28% on the first 40,000 of the hammer price in euros, 27% for 40,001 to 800,000 hammer price, and 21% from 800,001 to 4 million. We would use that one. For motorcycle and motor cars, the buyer's premium will be 15% on the hammer price of each lot. VAT at the standard rate is payable on the buyer's premium by all buyers unless otherwise stated. Please note that the auctioneer may open the bidding below the reserve by placing a bid on behalf of the seller, and continue to bid up to the reserve by placing consecutive bids or by placing bids in response to other bidder. For details regarding the pickup of your Automobilia purchase, it's essential to provide us with your instruction as soon as possible before 9 p.m. tonight. Without your instruction, the item will be picked up starting tomorrow, the 11th at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Nous allons pouvoir commencer la vente avec le lot numéro 1, lot number 1.
Lot number 1, this is the Geomat Monaco Grand Prix 1948 lithographic poster mounted on canvas and on the glass.
Donc Geomat, le Grand Prix de Monaco 1948, cette affiche lithographique entoilée et encadrée. Et nous commençons les enchères, que dit-on, à 5 000 euros, at 5,000. What do we say at 5,000? 5,500. Yes, 5,500. 6,000, 6 000. Que dit-on à 6 000 euros? Yes, 6,500, it's in a room at 6,500, à 6,500, l'enchère est ici. Que dit-on à 6,500, at 6,500, à 6,500, at 6,500, last chance at 6,500, I'm going to sell at 6,500, à 6,500, que dit-on à 6,500, dernière chance à 6,500, at 6,500, it's not a 9, at 6,000, 6,500, 6,500.
Lot number 2, Barry Road, the Scuderia Ferrari at the Monaco Grand Prix in 1937. It's an oil and canvas and signed.
Donc le lot numéro 2, maintenant Barry Road, Scuderia Ferrari, ce Grand Prix de Monaco 1937, cette huile sur toile. Et nous commençons les enchères, and we start the bidding at 1,500, à 1,500, 1,500, 1,600, 1,600, 1,700, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, 1,900, 2,000, à 2,000, 2,000, the bid is in a room. À 2,000, c'est dans la salle, à 2,000. À 2,000, que dit-on? À 2,000 euros. À 2,000 euros, l'enchère est ici, à 2,000, à 2,000. Que dit-on à 2,000 euros? À 2,000 euros. À 2,000 euros. À 2,000, à 2,000. Oui, 2002, à 2002. À 2002, j'adjuge. Fair warning, à 2002, 2,200 euros. Adjugé 2,200 au 60-76.
Lot number 3, we are presenting the 8th Monte Carlo Automobile Rally badge from 1929. It's a bronze plate.
Donc le lot numéro 3, 8e rallye automobile de Monte-Carlo, badge de 1929, cette plaque en bronze. Et nous commençons les enchères and we start the bidding for lot number 3 at 500, à 500, 550, 550, 550, 600, 600, 600 euros, at 600, 650, at 650, what do we say at 650, à 650 euros. Que dit-on à 650, 700, at 700, at 700, the bid is in a room, at 700, it's not online and not with the book, it's in a room at 700. À 700 euros, l'enchère est ici, 750, 750 in a room. At 750, que dit-on à 750? 800. 800, l'enchère est ici. At 800, the bid is in a room. It's not for you. 850. À 850, it's not. 900 euros. At 900 euros, the bid is here. At 900. 950. It's against you. At 950. Oui, just behind you. 1000 at 1000, the bid is here. At 1000 euros, the bid is here. What do we say? Que dit-on à 1000 euros? 1000, c'est pour vous. It's for you at 1000. À 1000 euros, l'enchère est ici. 1100, 1100 behind. 1200, 1200. À 1200, l'enchère est ici. Au 4e rang, à 1200 euros, j'adjuge. À 1200, adjugé 1200 au 221.
Lot number 4, Italian memorabilia. 3 medals, including a 1906 Tagliafoglio souvenir medal after René Lalique. Please kindly note that the at.CEST medal 10th Giro Automobilistico della Sicilia, dated 2 April 1950, is withdrawn from the Monaco cell.
Donc le lot numéro 4 maintenant, souvenir italien, il n'y a que 3 médailles. Et veuillez noter que la médaille at.CEST 10e Giro Automobilistico della Sicilia, datée de 2 avril 1950, est retirée. Donc, et par contre, il y a une médaille du souvenir de la Targa Florio de 1906. Et nous commençons les enchères and we start the bidding at 1200, à 1200. À 1200, que dit-on? À 1200, 1300, 1300, 1400, at 1400. The bid is here at 1400. What do we say at 1400? The bid is here at 1400, à 1400 euros. At 1400, at 1004, à 1400 euros, que dit-on? À 1400, at 1004. Fair warning at 1400, à 1400 euros. Dernière chance à 1400. 1400.
Lot number 5, after Charles Sykes, a Spirit of Ecstasy showroom bronze, gilded bronze sculpture, contemporary replica, limited of 50.
Donc le lot numéro 5, d'après Charles Sykes, Spirit of Ecstasy, bronze de showroom, sculpture en bronze doré, réplique contemporaine en édition limitée à 50 exemplaires. Et nous commençons les enchères and we start the bidding at 8000, à 8000, 8500, 8500, 85, 9000, à 95, 9005. What do we say at 9005? À 9500 euros. À 9500, at 9500. À 9500, 9005. Fair warning at 95. Last chance at 9,500 à 9,500. Dernière chance à 9,500. 9,500.
Lot number 6, Lee Leston helmet, Grand Prix model worn by Sterling Moss in the 50s, 60s. White-painted fiber, fabrics and leather, signed by the pilots.
Donc le lot numéro 6, casque les Leston modèle Grand Prix, porté par Sir Sterling Moss dans les années 50-60, fibre, tissu et cuir. Et nous commençons les enchères and we start the bidding at, what do we say, at 2000. Que dit-on à 2000 euros? At 2000. 2200, 2002. À 2200, l'enchère est ici, c'est dans la salle. At 2002, the bid is here. What do we say at 2002? 2500 en ligne. 25, it's online. 28, 2800 dans la salle. At 28. Que dit-on en ligne à 2800? L'enchère est dans la salle. 3000, 3000 online. Non, à 3000, l'enchère est en ligne, ce n'est plus dans la salle. À 3000, the bid is online. 3200, pardon. 3002 in the room. At 3002, it's back in the room against you online. À 3200, l'enchère est ici. 3500 en ligne, 35 online. 3800? 38, 3800. At 3,800, the bid is back in the room. What do we say online? At 3,008, at 3,800, at 3,800, 4,000, 4,000 online. 4,200? At 4,000, the bid is online. 4,002, 4,200 dans la salle. At 4,200, the bid is here. À 4,200, c'est contre vous en ligne. À 4,500, 4,005, it's online. 4,008 in a room. 4,800, c'est dans la salle. 4,800, l'enchère est dans la salle. 5,000 en ligne. At 5,000, it's online. Next one will be 5,500. À 5,000, prochaine enchère sera 5,500 en ligne. 5,500, it's online. 6,000, 6,000 in a room. À 6,000, l'enchère est ici, ce n'est plus en ligne. À 6,000, it's against you online. At 6,000, à 6,000 euros, 6,500 en ligne. 7,000 en ligne. 7,000, other bidder 9, à 7,000, 7,500 en ligne. À 7,500, les enchères sont en ligne, ce n'est pas dans la salle, à 7,500. At 7,005, what do we say online? À 7,500, à 8,000, 8,000 online. 8,500 en ligne, 8,500 online. À 8,500, les enchères sont en ligne, ne sont pas dans la salle. Vous en voulez? À 9,000, c'est dans la salle. 9,000, it's in a room. À 9,000, l'enchère est ici. C'est contre vous en ligne. At 9,000, the bid is in a room. 9,500. À 9,500, 9,500, l'enchère est en ligne. Je ne vois pas. At 9,005, 10 000 dans la salle. À 10 000, l'enchère est dans la salle. At 10,000, the bid is in a room. It's not online. À 10 000 euros, que dit-on? 11 000 en ligne. 11,000, it's online. On dit 12 000? 12 000. À 12 000 euros, l'enchère est ici à 12 000. À 12,000, it's in a room. It's against you online. À 12 000 euros. À 12 000 euros. 13,000, 13 000 en ligne. At 13,000, it's online. « 14 000 dans la salle. At 14,000, it's in a room. À 14 000 euros, l'enchère est ici. At 14,000. 14 000 euros. At 14,000, what do we say online? 15 000, 15,000 online. 15 000 euros, 16 000, 16,000 in a room. À 16 000, l'enchère est dans la salle. At 16,000, the bid is in a room.
Neil.
At 16,000. À 16 000 euros, l'enchère est ici. It's against you online. 17,000 online. 18,000 in a room. 18 000, l'enchère est ici à 18 000. 18,000. À 18 000, l'enchère est dans la salle. Ce n'est pas par vous en ligne. It's against you online. At 18,000. À 18 000 euros, que dit-on? At 18,000. À 18 000 euros. Fair warning, at 18,000. À 18 000 euros, l'enchère est ici. Fair warning online. The bid is in a room. It's not online. At 18,000. à 18 000 euros. Dernière chance. €18 000. Oups. OK, fair. Thanks. Donc 18 000 euros, l'enchère est dans la salle. J'adjuge à 18 000 euros. Fair warning online at 18,000. The bid is in the room. Dernière chance en ligne à 18 000. Adjugé 18 000 euros au 206. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. 206, 18 000 euros.
Lot number 7, the Alfa Romeo P2 from CEG, Compagnie Industrielle du Jouet. It's a tin-plate toy, second series between the late 20s and 1935. Please note that the box is not the original box.
Donc le lot numéro 7, maintenant Compagnie Industrielle du Jouet, CIJ, donc Alfa Romeo P2, jouet en tôle, deuxième série entre la fin des années 1920 et 1935. Et merci de bien vouloir noter que la boîte n'est pas la boîte d'origine. Et nous commençons les enchères, and we start the bidding for this one at 8,000, à 8 000 euros, à 8 000, 8 500, 8 500, oui, 9 000, 9 500, à 9 500, 9,500. À 9 500, que dit-on? À 9 500 euros. At 9,500. What do we say? 9,500. Que dit-on à 9 500? À 9 500. Fair warning. At 9,500. It's not online. At 9,500. À 9 500 euros. Dernière chance. Fair warning. At 9,500. 9 500.
Lot number 8, we're presenting a Mercedes-Benz S model catalog. It's in French language from 1928 and really good condition.
Donc le lot numéro 8, maintenant, Mercedes-Benz, donc S modèle catalogue, catalogue du modèle S modèle plutôt, dans ce sens-là, en français, 1928. Et nous commençons les enchères, and we start the bidding at 800, 850, 900, à 900 euros. Que dit-on à 900 euros? At 900 euros. The bid is with me at 900. À 900 euros, 950, 950 with Whitney. At 950, it's not with me anymore. The bid is here. It's with the telephone, with Whitney at 950. What do we say at 950? It's not with the book. I'm out. The bid is with Whitney at 950. À 950. What do we say at 950? À 950 euros. The other telephone? Non. À 950, at 950. À 950, c'est au téléphone, at 950 euros. À 950, fair warning. I'm going to sell at 950 euros.
Give it 2 more seconds.
À 950 euros. The bid is with Whitney at the moment, at 950. À 950 euros. Ce n'est pas dans la salle. Que dit-on dans la salle? À 950 euros, at 950 euros. Rarissime catalogue, 14 pages en français sur le modèle S de Mercedes-Benz.
Tout à fait. Très rare en français. Et dans cet état-là,
très très rare, en très bel état. Et nous sommes toujours à 950 and we are still at 950. Ah. Non. À 950, it's not online, ce n'est pas en ligne. À 950, essayez de joindre au téléphone à 950 euros. À 950, toujours avec Whitney. Still with Whitney on the telephone. It's not in a room. It's not online at 950 euros. À 950, fair warning. Maybe. À 9. OK. À 950, merci de votre patience. À 950 euros, j'adjuge. Adjugé 950, Whitney au 61,83.
Lot number 9, we're presenting a Jeddah chronophite, Swiss manufacturer, a diameter of 8.5 centimeters.
Le lot numéro 9, Chronoflight de Jaeger, fabrication suisse, et nous commençons les enchères, and we start the bidding at 750, 750, 750, 800, 800, 800, 850, 850, à 850, que dit-on à 850 850, c'est dans la salle à 850. 900, 1000, 1100, 1100 for me. 12, 1300. 1400, 1400, 1400, the bid is here. À 1400, l'enchère est ici, I'm out. The bid is with Gregor. At 1400, what do we say at 1400? It's not with your nan and it's not in a room. At 1004, 1004, the bid is with Gregor, it's with the telephone at 1004, à 1400 euros. L'enchère est ici au téléphone. J'adjuge à 1400. Fair warning, at 1004, it's not online. Adjugé 1400 au 6103. Thank you, Gregor.
Lot number 10, we're presenting this Girard-Perregaux chronograph wristwatch. It's for the Ferrari F40, circa 2004. It's a limited edition, number 85 on 500. It's stainless steel.
Le lot numéro 10, Girard-Perregaux, bracelet chronographe Ferrari F40 vers 2004, édition limitée numéro 85 sur 500, acier inoxydable. Et nous commençons les enchères, and we start the bidding at 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, oui, merci, 6,500, 6,500, at 6,500, what do we say, at 6,500, it's not with the absentee bids, it's at 6,500, à 6,500 euros. 7,000, 7,000, à 7,000 euros l'enchère, n'est plus dans la salle et plus au bureau. À 7,000, l'enchère est au téléphone avec Loïc at 7,000. The bid is here at 7,000. What do we say at 7,000? À 7,000 euros, 7,000 euros, j'adjuge. L'enchère est au téléphone. 7,500, 7,500 in a room. À 7,500, l'enchère est dans la salle. It's back in a room at 7,500. The bid is here. À 7,500, 7,500. Non. À 7,500, l'enchère est dans la salle. Ce n'est plus au téléphone. At 7,500, I'm going to sell at 7,500. Adjugé 7,500 au 221.
Lot number 11, we're presented a sculpture in Carrara marble, unique piece of 1/12 scale. It's of the Ferrari 250 GTO from Massimo Galeni.
Le lot numéro 11, Massimo Galeni, sculpture Ferrari 250 GTO au marbre de Carrare, pièce unique, superbe, échelle au 1/12e. Et nous commençons, que dit-on? À 5 000, at 5,000. What do we say at 5,000? Que dit-on à 5 000 euros? At 5,000. À 5 000 euros. À 5 000 euros, que dit-on? Non? 2000? 2000, at 2,000. À 2000, j'ai preneur dans la salle à 2000. À 2,000, I have a bid in a room. À 2000 euros, que dit-on à 2,000, I can sell. À 2000 euros, 2500, to 1. 2100, 2500, to 5. It's worth it. To 8 online. 3,000, 3,000 dans la salle. At 3,000, it's in a room. It's still a very nice piece. 3,200 en ligne. Sorry. À 3,200, l'enchère est en ligne. Que dit-on à 3,200? À 3,200, it's online. Est-ce qu'on dit 3,500? 3,500? 3,500 en ligne. À 3,500, it's online. À 3,500, les enchères ne sont plus dans la salle, c'est en ligne. À 3,500. Que dit-on? 3,800? 3,800? Non. À 3,800 en ligne. À 3,008, it's online. At 3,008, the bids are online. It's not in a room anymore. À 3,800, que dit-on en ligne? 3,800. Non? Do we say 4,000? À 3,800, c'est en ligne? No. It's online. It's not for you. I'm going to sell, yes? À 3800, j'adjuge. Les enchères sont en ligne. Ce n'est pas là dans la salle. It's not in a room. It's online. At 3008. Fair warning. Last chance. Adjugé. 3800. 3008. Au 6024.
Lot number 12, we are presenting Ferrarus. It's a signed screenplay by Albert Uderzo, dated 98 and number 249 on 349. It's frame and glazed.
Le lot numéro 12, merci Estelle, Albert Uderzo, Ferrarus, sérigraphie signée par Uderzo, daté 98 et numéroté 249 sur 349, encadré et vitré. Et nous commençons les enchères. And we start the bidding at 1009, 1900, à 1900 euros, 1900, 2000, 2000, 2200, at 2002. What do we say? 2002, à 2200, at 2002, à 2200. At 2002, fair warning, at 2200, à 2200, à 2200, 2500 en ligne, 25, it's online, it's not in a room anymore at 25. À 2500 euros, j'adjuge, dernière chance à 2500, last chance at 2005, the bid is online, it's not in a room at 25, à 2500, dernière chance, adjugé 2500 au 62-21.
13, no lot. Number 14, it's a poster reproduction signed by Juan Manuel Fangio on the 4th Carrera Mexicana, 1953, for Lancia and the victory of Juan Manuel Fangio, signed from Pino Barelle.
Donc il n'y a pas de lot numéro 13 et nous vendons maintenant le lot numéro 14, Pino Barale, 4e Carrera Mexicana de 1953, reproduction d'affiches signée par Juan Manuel Fangio, encadré et vitré, et nous commençons les enchères. And we start the bidding at 750, à 750, 750, 850, à 850. À 850, c'est dans la salle, que dit-on? À 850, 850, it's in a room. 900, à 900, c'est devant. Ce n'est plus au fond de la salle. At 900 euros, at 900, the bid is here. What do we say? At 900 euros. À 900 euros. No, it's not with you anymore. The bid is here at 900. À 900 euros, l'enchère est ici. À 900 euros, j'adjuge. Fair warning, it's not online, it's in the room, it's not in the back of the room. À 900 euros, adjugé 900 euros.
Lot number 15.
Attends. 201, 201. Merci beaucoup.
Lot number 15. This is a Bugatti 16.4 Super Sport from the Amalgam models. It's 1/8 scale, metal and chrome plastic, non-commercial limited edition, number 4 on 8.
Le lot numéro 15 maintenant, Amalgam Bugatti 16.4 Super Sport. Maquette de qualité, échelle 1/8e, métal et plastique chromé. Donc, nous commençons les enchères. And we start the bidding at 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 8,500, à 8,500, à 8,500. What do we say? At 8,500, à 8,500 euros. At 8,500, fair warning, at 8,500, à 8,500. Dernière chance, at 8,500, à 8,500 euros. The bid is not online, at 8,500, à 8,500. Dernière chance, 8,500.
Lot number 16 represented a desk design in golf color. It's wood lacquered composite fiber and aluminum by Jean-Michel Bliard Creation.
Donc le lot numéro 16, merci Estelle, création Jean-Michel Bliard. Ce très beau bureau conçu aux couleurs du pétrolier Gulf, bois, fibre, composite laqué et aluminium. Et nous commençons les enchères à 3 000. Et nous avons preneur à 3 000. Que dit-on? À 3 000 euros, à 3 000 euros. And we have a bid at 3 000. À 3 000 euros. At 3 000. À 3 000 euros, que dit-on? I can sell at 3 000. À 3 000 euros. At 3 000, the bid is with me. It's not in a room. At 3 000, fair warning. Dernière chance à 3 000 euros, à 3 000 euros. À 3 000 euros, j'adjuge. Adjugé 3 000 euros au 60-40.
Lot number 17. It's an amalgam model. It's a Bentley Speed 8 number 7, 2003 Le Mans winner. Metal and resin, limited edition of 27.
Donc le numéro 17 maintenant, amalgame Bentley Speed 8, numéro 7, vainqueur au Mans 2003, maquette échelle 1/8, métal et résine, édition limitée à 27 exemplaires. Et nous commençons les enchères and we start the bidding at 6,500, 6,500, 7,500, 8,500, 8,500, it's for me at 8,500. 9,000? 9,000, 9,500. 9,000, 9,500, it's for me. 10,000, 11,000. 11,000, l'enchère est au bureau. 12, 13. At 13,000, à 13 000 euros. 14, 14, 15. At 15,000, à 15 000 euros, l'enchère est au bureau. Non? At 15,000, à 15 000 euros. À 15 000 euros, j'adjuge. At 15,000, I'm going to sell. At 15,000, fair warning. At 15,000, last chance. Sans regret, no regret. Adjugé. 15 000 euros. Au 60-40.
Lot number 18, we're presenting Le Mans 1989. It's an acrylic on canvas signed by Adrien Much and dated 89.
Donc le lot numéro 18, maintenant, Le Mans 1989 par Adrien Munch, acrylique sur toile, signé daté 89. Et nous commençons les enchères. And we start the bidding at 2008, 2800, 3000, 3000, 3200, at 3002, at 3200. What do we say at 3002? À 3200 euros, que dit-on? À 3200 euros. L'enchère est ici à 3002. What do we say at 3200? À 3200, it's not online. The bid is in the room at 3002. À 3200, fair warning. À 3,200, à 3,200 euros, at 3,200. Last chance at 3,200, 3,200.
Lot number 19, it's the Grand Prix of Monaco in 1957, signed by the artists Nicola Watts and Sterling Moss and Tony Brooks. It's an oil on canvas, it's framed.
Donc le lot numéro 19, le Grand Prix de Monaco 1957, Nicolas Watts. Donc c'est signé par l'artiste Sterling Moss et Tony Brooks. Donc huile sur toile, encadré. Nous commençons, que dit-on, à 1000 euros. À 1000 euros, que dit-on à 1000 euros? À 1000. À 1000 euros. 1100, 1200, 1200. 13, 14. 2000 for me. 2,500? 2500 dans la salle. At 2,500, it's in a room. It's not with the book anymore. It's in a room at 2005. 2,800 online. 3,000 in a room. At 3,000, it's with Greg. 3,002 online. À 3,200, c'est en ligne. At 3,200. 3,500. 3,800. 3,800, it's here. It's against you online, against you in a room. À 3,800, l'enchère est au téléphone. À 3,008. À 3,800, que dit-on? L'enchère est au téléphone avec Greg. À 3,800. It's not with you online. 4,000. At 4,000. It's in a room at 4,000. À 4,000, l'enchère est ici, assis. 4,200 en ligne. 4,002, it's online. At 4,002. Que dit-on? 4,400. 4,400. 4,004, it's here. Next one would be 4,006 at 4,400. À 4,500, bon, presque. À 4,500, l'enchère est en ligne. $5,000. At 5,000, the bid is in a room. It's back in a room at 5,000. À 5,000, l'enchère est ici. Que dit-on en ligne? À 5,000 euros, l'enchère est ici. 5,500 en ligne. 5,500, it's online. Non? Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. The bid is online at 5,005. À 5,500, j'adjuge. Sans regret, at 5,005. Adjugé 5,500 au 61-72. Thank you very much, sir. Le lot numéro 20.
Lot number 20, it's a Niki Lauda helmet replica. It's a F1 World Champion 1975. It's a 1-1 scale, and it's signed by the pilot.
Donc le lot numéro 20, donc championnat du monde de F1 1975, cette réplique de casque Niki Lauda, donc échelle 1-1, signée par le pilote. Et nous commençons les enchères, que dit-on, 2000 à 2000 euros. 2000. What do we say? 2000. À 2000 euros, à 2000 euros. À 2000 euros. Que dit-on à 2000 à 2000 euros? 2200, 2002. It's here, it's against you online. The bid is in a room. It's not online. À 2200, l'enchère est ici. Ce n'est pas par vous en ligne. L'enchère est dans la salle à 2200. À 2002, it's in a room. 2005, 2500, c'est en ligne. À 2500. 2500, l'enchère est en ligne. Ce n'est pas dans la salle. À 2005. À 2500 euros. 2800. À 2008. 2800, l'enchère est dans la salle et ce n'est pas par vous en ligne à 2800. À 2008, que dit-on en ligne? What do we say online? The bid is here. At 2008, 3000, 3000, it's online. Non, thank you very much, merci beaucoup. À 3000 euros, l'enchère est en ligne. À 3000 euros, j'adjuge. À 3000 euros, fair warning. À 3000 euros, adjugé 3000 euros au 60-40.
Lot number 21 is withdrawn. Lot number 22 is the Ayrton Senna helmet replica, F1 World Championship of 1994. It's a Bell helmet, scale 1, limited edition and number 637 on 1000.
Le lot numéro 22, le 21 est retiré de la vente. Le 22 maintenant, cette réplique de casque Ayrton Senna, donc championnat du monde de F1 de 1994, casque Bell, échelle 1-1. Édition limitée numérotée 637 sur 1000 et nous commençons les enchères et nous avons, que dit-on, 2000 à 2000. I have a bid at 2000, I have a selling bid at 2000. À 2000 euros, l'enchère est au bureau. Que dit-on à 2000 euros? À 2000 euros. À 2000 euros, l'enchère est au bureau. I can sell at 2000. À 2000 euros, 2200. 2002, it's in a room. I'm out. À 2200, l'enchère est ici, ce n'est plus au bureau. L'enchère est dans la salle. À 2002, I'm going to sell. At 2200, à 2200, fair warning, at 2002, adjugé 2200. Can you show me your 201, 201?
Lot number 23, we're presented a 1982 Fincart 85cc SF A1. It was driven by Mika Hakkinen during the Ronnie Peterson Memorial Championship and Finnish Karting Championship in 1982.
Donc le 23, donc 1982, Fincart 85 CCSF A1, piloté par Mika Hakkinen pendant le championnat commémoratif Ronnie Peterson et championnat finlandais de karting en 1982. Et nous commençons, que dit-on, à 1600 euros. À 1600 euros, at 1600. À 1600 euros. At 1600, à 1600 euros, l'enchère est au bureau. 1700, 1800, 1800, the bid is with me at 1800. À 1800, l'enchère est ici, at 1800. 1900, 2000, 2000 with me. At 2000, 22, 25, 2500 au bureau. At 2005, the bid is with me at 25. 28, 3000. À 3000 euros, l'enchère est au bureau. À 3000, the bid is with me. 3200, 3500, 35, it's against you in your room. À 3800, 4000, 4000. À 4000 euros, l'enchère, 4200, 4500, 45. 48, 5000. À 5000 euros, l'enchère est au bureau. C'est contre vous en ligne et contre vous dans la salle. 55, 6000. À 6000 euros. Back with me at 6000. À 6000 euros. 6500, 7000, 7000. Against you online, against you in a room. 75, 8000. À 8000. 8000, the bid is still with me. It's not with you in a room. At 8000. À 8000 euros. À 8000 euros. At 8000 euros. À 8000 euros. Non, at 8000 euros. It's not in a room. It's not online. At 8000 euros. À 8000 euros, j'adjuge. Fair warning. At 8000 euros. à 8 000 euros. Dernière chance. Adjugé 8 000 euros au 60-40. Et j'ai la chance maintenant, le grand honneur de vendre le 24 et le 25 avec Martin Tenholder avant de lui laisser la main.
C'est juste pour que je réchauffe un tout petit peu
Exactement.
le voix. Alors, le lot numéro 24, c'est un volant McLaren MP4-6 numéro 1, Marlboro Honda. So, McLaren steering wheel, ladies and gentlemen, MP4-6, number 1, Marlboro Honda, used and signed by Ayrton Senna. Alors, utilisé et signé par Ayrton Senna.
Superbe. Et donc, nous commençons, and we start the bidding for lot number 24, where do we start at 25,000, at 25 000, what do we say, 25,000, 28,000, at 28 000, 28 000, 28, 30,000, at 30,000, à 30 000 euros. Que dit-on à 30 000? 32,000, à 32 000, à 32 000 euros, 35 000, 35,000, à 35,000, à 35 000, à 35,000. Que dit-on à 35 000 euros? At 35,000, à 35 000 euros. Fair warning, at 35. Is it a bit? No. You think? À 35 000, fair warning, at 35,000. À 35 000 euros. Fair warning, at 35,000. $35,000.
Lot numéro 25, lot number 25, the McLaren MP4-6 rear wing Marlboro Honda, used and signed by Ayrton Senna from the 1991 Formula One World Championship. Alors, aile arrière de McLaren MP4-6 numéro 1 Marlboro Honda, utilisé et signé par Ayrton Senna durant le championnat du monde de Formule 1 en 1991.
Et nous commençons, que dit-on, and where do you want to start, Martin? At 15 000, at 15,000. So I'm going to say in English and he's going to say in French.
15,000.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20 000, 20,000.
22 000, 22 000, c'était ici. 22,000, it's not for you, Greg. 22,000, it's here.
22,000.
25,000. À 25 000, c'est au téléphone. 25.
25,000.
25, it's with Greg.
And
25 000. Que dit-on
selling at
25 000?
25.
That's my last lot for you today. At 25,000. À 25 000 euros. L'enchère est ici. Fair warning at 25,000. Do I sell? Adjugé 25 000 au 10,88. And on that, je laisse la place à Martine et à Paul Gaucher. Thank you very much.
Merci, Catherine. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again also from our part. Paul Gaucher, my colleague here, and my name is Martin Tenholder. I am very pleased to welcome you here to the Bonhams Cars Monaco sale, Les Grands Marques à Monaco. We see, of course, in the beautiful Villa La Vigie in Monaco, and we are thrilled to be here with you today. Thank you all for attending in person, and all of you who are joining with us via bonhams.com, bonhamscars.com, and a welcome, of course, to the team here on the telephone banks and in the room. Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, please be aware of our conditions of sale, which are published online and, of course, in the sale catalogue with particular regard to collection and payment details. Please also remember that the purchase price is the sum of the final hammer price plus the applicable rate of the buyer's premium and relevant sales and use taxes. So for motor cars and motorcycles, that that buyer's premium will be 15% on the hammer price of each lot. I don't think we have any motorcycles in the sale, do we, Paul? We don't, no. And please note, ladies and gentlemen, as well, that I may open the bidding on any lot by placing a bid on behalf of the seller up to the reserve by either bidding up to the reserve and placing consecutive bids or placing bids in response to other bidders. A big thank you also, of course, to Mr. Frédéric Thibault, the director of the Monte Carlo Beach Club, and his magnificent team who've been so welcoming to all of us here. We're really pleased. Thank you so much, Frédéric, for having us, for having the team back here at Villa La Vigie after 6 years of absence. So, vite fait aussi en français, Paul. Bienvenue, mesdames, messieurs, chez Bonhams Cars pour notre vente de Monaco Sale, le grand marque du monde à Monaco. Alors, c'était moi, c'est Martin Tenholler, Paul Gaucher. Nous, on sera votre présentateur et commissaire-priseur pour le jour. Je vous remercie de tout être venu ici et nous rejoindre aussi pour tous les gens qui nous rejoignent depuis le monde entier via bonhamscars.com. Avant de commencer, veuillez prendre connaissance de nos conditions de vente publiées en ligne dans notre catalogue de vente, en particulier ce qui concerne les modalités d'encaissement et de paiement. N'oubliez pas non plus que le prix d'achat est la somme du prix d'adjudication finale plus les taux applicables et le prime de l'acheteur ainsi que les taxes pertinentes. Alors, les taux du buyer premium pour cette vente sont les suivants. Pour les voitures, le buyer's premium sera 15% sur le prix de marteau. Veuillez noter que je peux ouvrir les enchères en dessous de la réserve en plaçant en offre au nom du vendeur et continuer à enchérir jusqu'à la réserve en plaçant des offres consécutives ou en plaçant des offres en réponse des autres enchéreurs. Paul.
Great, thank you very much, Martin. And to explain that in French, certains lots sont précédés de symboles. Merci de vous référer au catalogue pour leur signification. Les enchères pourront être prises par Internet. Nous regarderons alors l'écran par ordre d'achat ou par téléphone sur notre gauche et bien sûr dans la salle avec vous. Les deux écrans derrière moi vous présentent pour l'un les lots de la vente et sur l'autre un panneau convertisseur qui est uniquement sur un guide. Les enchères seront conduites en euros. Pendant la vente, nous annoncerons en français et en anglais avant la présentation de chaque lot des notices rectificatives. Celles-ci correspondent à toutes les annotations, remarques, compléments d'informations mis en lumière après la publication de notre catalogue. Elles ont été exposées avec les autos pendant l'exposition. Concernant les détails pour l'enlèvement de vos achats, il est indispensable de nous faire part de vos instructions au plus tard et au plus vite avant 21h ce soir. Les lots peuvent être retirés sur rendez-vous uniquement à la Villa La Vigie les samedis 11 et dimanche 12 mai et le lundi 13 sur rendez-vous également jusqu'à midi. Ensuite, les lots seront stockés en région parisienne dans les entrepôts de Paname Service pour l'Automobilia. Merci de bien vouloir donner vos instructions au département à Clotilde Duval, ici présente. Clotilde, I don't know where you are.
She is
But anyway, le téléphone est dans le catalogue. N'hésitez pas à la contacter pour lui donner toutes les instructions pour la vente, après la vente. Sans instruction de votre part, les lots seront retirés dès samedi 11 mai à 14h et seront donc amenés au stockage.
Merci beaucoup, Paul. Merci. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, with all that information, you now know where to pay, when to collect the lots. We are going to start the auction with lot number 101, 101.
Lot 101, this Ferrari Testarossa child's car. What a stunning example. This example is approved by Ferrari and is a limited edition of only 299 made. Top speed of 80 kilometers, one owner from you. It is offered without reserve.
Without reserve, sans réserve, mesdames, messieurs, pour la Ferrari Testarossa. Et on va commencer avec des offres. I have an offer already here with me, ladies and gentlemen. 25, 28, 30,000 is bid. 30,000 I have with me. 30 000 c'est déjà offert. 30,000 is the bid with me. 30,000 for the Ferrari Testarossa. And selling all the way at 30,000. Any advance at 30,000? The bid is at 30,000 at 30 000. 30,000 then. At 30,000, 32 online. En ligne, 32. 35 against you online. 35 is the bid against you. Would you like to make it 38? 35 is the bid at 38,000 en ligne. 38,000 is the bid online at 38,000 and selling all the way at 38. 38,000. Now, my absentee bidder is out at 38. Anyone in the room? 40,000. Greg. 40 000. Au téléphone, online, it's against you at 40,000. Shall we go 42? 42 is the bid. 42 000, Greg. Contre vous. 42,000, the bid against you at 42. Shall we go 45? 42,000. 50,000 is possible as well, and we'll take the 50,000. 50 000. 50,000 is the bid. Online, are you still with me? Can we go 55? 50,000 is here in the room on the telephone with Greg at 55,000. 55 000 déjà offert. Contre vous en ligne, les 55 000, est-ce que vous désirez 60 000? 55,000 is the bid. And selling all the way, make no mistake, at 55,000. 60,000, second bidder coming in at 60 now. 60,000, 60,000, 60,000 now. Online against you and Greg at 60,000. Shall we go 65? At 60,000, the bid is at 60. 60,000 now at 60,000. Any advance at 60,000. Am I selling? At 60,000 then for the Ferrari Testarossa, lot number 101 from the sale today here at Villa la Vichy. 60,000 and going once at 60 and twice at 60,000 at 70,000. 60,000, c'est pas 70,000, hein? I tried. So 60,000, 60,000 and selling at 60,000. 60,000. Ooh, Greg, thank you. 6042. It's always exciting to be back here in Monaco, ladies and gentlemen, so forgive me. 6042 is lot number 1. Lot number 102, Paul.
Great. So we are presenting the 2012 Smart 42. Well, what a great provenance. This is the personal car of Sir Roger Moore. As he was rightly answering the family, the bigger the star, the smaller the car. With only less than 3,000 kilometers, one celebrity owner from new, it is offered with Monaco categories and is offered without reserve.
We can't call it a Bond car, but it's kind of a Bond car, right? It's James Bond. It's
quite similar.
Roger Moore. What's cooler than that? We're going to start the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, with me here. I have absentee bids already starting me at 332, 35, 3,800, 3,000, 4,000. Hello, sir. How are you? 4,002 is against you. 4,002 is ahead of you. 4,500, 5,000 now. 5,000 is the bid against you both. 5,500, 6,000. 6,000. My bid still at 6. 6,000 still with me at 6,000 euros. 6,000 euros. 6,200, 6,500 contre vous. 6,500 contre vous encore. 6,500 is still ahead of you at 6,500. 7,000 online. Thank you. 7,500 against you online. Would you like 8? 8,000. 8,005 still ahead of you. 8,000. 9,000 is bid and it's in the room now. Live in the room at 9,000 now. Online is back at 9 and 5. Thank you for clicking. 9,500. 9,500 contre vous. 10,000 dans la salle. 10,000 c'est contre vous, monsieur. 10,500. 10,500. 10,500 contre vous. Est-ce que vous désirez 11,000, monsieur? 10,500. 10,500 is against you. Would you like 11, sir? 11,000. Would you like 11,500? Is bid 11,500. Shall we go 12? 12. On the phone, 12,500 is bid against you, Pierre. 12,500 is the bid against you, line against you as well. 12,500 now. Is he bullying you, sir? Is he bullying you? He's not, right? I mean, we can, well, we don't want to take him out because he's bidding, actually. 12,500 is the bid right now. Pierre, contre vous, 12,500. 12,500. 12,500 is the bid at 12,500. 13,000 now. 13,500. 13 and 5. 14,000. 14 and 5. No? No. 14,500 is the bid at 14,500. 14,500. Pierre, contre vous aussi. 14,500, 14,500, 15,000, 15,000 et 500. 15 and 5. Against you, Pierre, at 15 and 5. The bid is 15,500 ahead of you. 15,500. 16,000. How are you going to fit in the car, sir? 16,000. 16,500. 16,500. 16,500. It's 16,500 contre vous, Pierre. 16 and 5. 16,500. The bid is at 16,500. It's here in the room at La Vichy. 16,500. Going once at 16,500 and 17,000. And 5? Et 500. Do you see how fast that went, Pierre? Could you try to do the same? I mean, it would be nice. It's hot here. Is that 17? Is that 17,500? It's 17,500 against you, yes. Thank you very much, Pierre. Thank you for setting me straight. You can make, once you grow up, you can have the same job. 18,000. 18,500, sir. Thank you so much. 18,500. 18,500. 20,000. Oh, 19,000. 20,000. There we go. 21. 22. 22,000. 22,000. Still ahead of you, Pierre, at 22,000. With a lot more dedication, I feel. 22,000 is against you. Are you still bidding with me at 22,000? The bid is at 22,000 for Roger Moore's Smart at 22,000. 22,000 going once. 23,000, new place. 25 is ahead of the new place and ahead of the old place as well. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. I wasn't brisk enough. I know we talked about this right before the sale, and then 25 is ahead of you, sir. 26. I'll do 26. 26. Pierre, attention, 26 contre vous. 26 is against you, 26,000. 26,000. 26 000, c'est contre vous, Pierre. Hein? 26,000, and the bid is at 26,000. Here's... I have no problems with it. 27,777. 27,777. Yes, is that doing it? Are you sure? It is an unbelievably cool offer, but you know what would be even cooler? 30,000. That would be very cool. You can come and do this as well. 27,777. Am I selling the car? Is it going for the cool offer at 27,777? Are you sure? Last chance, 27,777. Going once at 27,777. Going twice at 27,777. And selling at 27,777. C'est quoi en français ça? Non, on vend. 27,777. Bien joué. 27,777. And we need a paddle number as well, which is 1223. A little bit less cool, but still good. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And in the back, thank you as well. Very good to see you. Lot number 103, 103.
The 1959 Fiat 600 Jolie. That's definitely the perfect car for Monaco. Magnificent example. This car had only 19,000 kilometers from you. One family ownership, matching numbers example. Recently serviced. This stunning beach car is offered with Italian registration documents.
Thank you, Paul. The Fiat Jolie 600, joli châssis, on s'en fout du châssis, de 1959. And with the car, ladies and gentlemen, on va commencer. I have the bidding here with me at 55,000 I have. 55 000 c'est déjà offert pour le Jolie. 55 000, 55,000 is the bid at 55,000. 55,000, shall we bid? 58 I'll take. 58,000. 58,000 is bid. 50 000, 60 000 en ligne. 60,000 is the bid online now. 62 is in the back of the room. 62, no, 60,000 still online. I haven't forgotten about you. 60,000 is the bid in the room at 60,000. Any advance at 60,000. 65? 62 I'll take. 62,000. Would you like 65? 62 is now good. It's good. I've taken it. 62 is your bid. 65 is net Wixney. 65 would be next. 62. 65 is on the phone. 65,000 against you, Adrian. 65,000 against Gregor as well at 65,000. At 65,000. 68 now. 68,000. Is it 68,000? 68,000. Look at me, 70. 68,000. 68,000 is the bid. At 68,000 now. At 68,000. 70,000. 70,000 now. 70 000. At 70 000. 70,000. The bid is at 70,000. 75. 75 000. 75,000 now. Back in the room at 75,000 at 75. Am I selling it at 75? 75,000. The bid is at 75,000. 78,000 I'll take. 78,000 now. The bid is at 78,000. 78 is now ahead of you. 78,000 against Gregor as well at 78,000. 78. 80,000, new place, 80,000, thank you, but I still want to know what you're doing. 80,000 is the bid with Gregor at 80,000. Adrien contre vous, et contre vous Whitney. 80,000 is the bid, shall we go 85? 80,000 is the bid. 80,000 online as well, feel free to participate. It's Gregor's bidder at 80,000 euros only. 80,000 euros for the Fiat Jolie 600. 80,000, and the bid is at 85. 85 000. 85 000. It's so nice if you have like a beautiful house with a piscine in front, you know, and a pool house, if you have a pool house. Otherwise, I would never do it. 85,000 is the bid at 85,000. Wait, no, I would still do it. Yes, it is. No. 85,000. Keep your powder dry. 85,000. The bid is at 85,000. Gregory, c'est contre vous, hein? 85,000. And going once at 85. And twice at 85,000. The bid is at 85,000. Selling all the way at 85,000 and 85,000. It's Whitney's bidder at 85. I'll take 87. I'm negotiating now. 85 will take, no, 85 I have. I can do 87. 85,000. 85,000 is the bid. 85,000. Going once at 85,000, thank you. Twice at 85 and selling all the way at 85,000 at 85,000. 6071, 85,000. Paul, lot number 104.
Yeah, the 1960 Stangelini Formula Junior single-seater. Well, what a rarity. This particular example is even road registered. In period race history and believed to have had only 5 owners from you, it is the perfect car to race at Goodwood Revival and various prestigious vintage events. It is offered without reserve.
Without reserve, encore une fois, pour le 1960 Stringalini Formula Junior single-seater. And we're going to open the bidding here with me, ladies and gentlemen, since it's without reserve. Why don't we open the bidding at 40,000? Anybody at 40,000 asking for 40,000, 40,000 euros? Who'll open me up at 40,000? 40,000 euros, 40,000, looking for 40,000. 40,000 euros, 40,000, 40,000. Anybody at 40,000? No? 30,000 then. Who'll give me 30,000 for the Stringalini? 30, I have. Thank you so much, sir. 30,000 is bidden in the room, and we're live at 30,000 and away at 30,000. Any advance at 30,000. 30 is the bid, and selling all the way at 30,000. 30,000 at 30,000. 32,000. Thank you, sir. 32,000. 32 is ahead of you, sir. Would you like 35? 34 I'll take. 34. Would you like 36? 36. 38 in the back. 38 in the back against you both. Would you give me 40? 38 is achter in de zaal geboden. Ja, we doen 1 keer, hè? Als het 40 tegen is, gaan we niet 41 doen. Dus mag 1 keer gebruiken. 39, est-ce que vous désirez 40? 39, c'est contre vous. 39 is against you. 40, prochain sera 42 for you. 42 next. 40,000 is the bid. At 40,000. The bid is at 40,000. 40,000 now. Any advance at 40. 40,000 in the back of the room and selling at 40,000. 42. 42,000. Prochain sera 44,000. Non? 42,000 alors. 42,000. 42 contre vous aussi at 42,000. 42,000 and selling right up front at 42. 42,000. Am I selling at 44 in the back? 44,000. Au fond de la salle. Achter in de zaal geboden. 44. 46,000. Contre vous au fond. Est-ce que vous désirez 48,000? 46 is the bid against you. At 46,000 now. 46,000, the bid is at 46. 46 online against you as well. It's in the room at 46. Am I selling at 46,000? 46,000 alors. With the gavel up. Avec le marteau dans la main. 46,000 euros. 46,000 is the bid at 46,000. 46,000 euros only and selling all the way at 46. It's your bid. 48. 48,000.
48.
Ahead of you, sir. 48 is in the room. It's in room, absolutely. Next is 50. 48 is in the room. 48 is in the back of the room at 48. It's your bid, sir. At 48,000. 48,000. 48,000. Now the bid is against you as well at 48 and selling at 48. 48,000. 48,000. Are you bidding, Mark? 48,000, then going once at 48,000. Twice at 48. 50,000. 50,000 contre vous. Prochain sera 52. 50,000, c'est contre vous à 50,000. 50,000 against you. 50,000, and the bid is at 50,000, still going at 50. 50,000, Mark's bid, thank you so much. At 50,000, at 50 against you, sir, shall we go 52? 50,000 is the bid. 50,000, c'est contre vous. 50,000 contre di lei. 50,000. 50,000 against you. It's Mark's bid at 50 then. Going once at 50,000. And twice, you owe 50,000, 52? 50,000 going twice and selling all the way at 50,000, 52. 52,000, merci Paul. 52, Mark. 54 will be next. 52,000. Au fond de la salle, c'est vous, monsieur, à 52,000. Contre vous, Marc, à 52,000. Est-ce qu'on pourrait faire 54,000? No. No. 54 has to be the next bid. 52,000 is the bid. At 52,000 and going once. 54. 54 contre vous. Merci beaucoup. À 54,000 alors. 54,000 then. Pas de regret à 54,000. 54,000. 54,000. Going once at 54,000 and twice at 54,000. Selling at 54,000. On the telephone at 54,000. At 54,000 à 54,000 euros. 54,000, Mark, thank you, 6039. 54,6039, lot number 105.
The 2010 Rolls-Royce Phantom Drop-Head Coupe. We have an SRN sell room notice for this car. Please note that contrary to the catalog description, this lot does not come with the purchase invoice. Veuillez noter que contrairement à la description du catalogue, ce lot n'est pas présenté avec la facture d'achat. However, what a great example for the summer. Built to GCC specs, with only one owner from new and circa 155 kilometers on the odometer, coming from an extensive private collection in the Middle East. The car has no registration document, but is offered without reserve.
Without reserve, Paul. Exactement. Merci beaucoup. And we're going to open the bidding here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Let's start the bidding at 80,000. Who'll give me 80,000? Asking for 80,000 euros. 80 I have. 80 is bid and we're off at 80,000. 80,000 euros, c'est déjà offert. 80,000 and selling at 80,000. Make no mistake, it's selling. 80,000, 85. 85 is against you, Whitney. Thank you so much. 85 is the bid with the gentleman seated at 85. 90,000. 90,000 contre vous. 90,000 against you. 92. 92 I have. 95 is next. 92. 95. Would you like 98? 98,000. Thank you. 98,000. I'm still with you. At 98, shall we go 100? 100. 100,000. I'll give you 102. 100,000 is the bid. 100,000 and selling all the way at 100,000. 110,000 en ligne. 110,000 online, it's 110,000. Can we go 120? 110,000 is the bid. Shall we bid against that? 110,000. 110,000 against you as well, Gregory, in the back, and against Whitney. 110 is the bid. 120 online, still going up at 120,000. It's already ahead of you online at 120, with various bids going in online at now at 120,000. Thank you so much online. Would you like to click previous bidder for 130? 110 is 120 is the bid right now. 130 in the back of the room against you now online. 130 just ahead of you in the room. It's 130. I'm sorry, but you can click for 140. 130,000 is the bid with Gregory for the Rolls-Royce with only 155 kilometers on the odometer. 140,000 is the next bid. 130 in the room at 130,000. 130,000 online. Are you still bidding at 130,000 then? Is that a bid? 35? 135 is in the room. Now, ahead of you, Whitney, and against you, Gregory, as well. I've taken your bid. Thank you. 135. Online against you as well at 135. Next is 140. 140. Would you like 145? 140 is the bid at 140,000 au fond de la salle. 140,000. We're going to set the clock also online for 145. And for you as well, 140 is against you. 140 is against you. The bid is at 140,000. 140,000 euros. 140 then. With the gavel up, are you sure? It is 140,000 right now. 140,000 then. The bid is at 140,000. 145. 145,000. 145,000 now. Back in the room at 145. Thank you. 145 and Whitney is out. 150. 150,000 contre vous. 150,000. Still bidding in the room at 150,000. Shall we go 155? 150,000 is the bid. At 150,000. 150,000. Are we still bidding or are we done? At 150,000. How many, what we said? 155 kilometers for the Rolls-Royce, right, Paul?
Yeah. One owner delivering you to the Middle East. It's no reserve. I think it's a bargain.
Selling.
At
it's selling all the way. 150,000. Are you bidding or are you done? 150,000 then. 150,000 with the gavel up and it's selling in the back of the room at 150,000. 150,000. 150,000 going once. 150,000 going twice and selling at 150,000. Fair warning now at 150,000 against you at 150, at 150,000, at 150,000, 155. 150,000 contre vous, 155,000 contre vous, Gregory. Est-ce qu'on pourrait faire 160,000? 155 is the bid against you at 155. 155, 160, 160,000, 160. What do you think? May I have a glass? Because I'm drinking from a bottle. It's so... I'm online, I'm on television. Well, YouTube. It's not that great. Still. 155 is the bid right now at 160. 160 is the bid. 160. Shall we bid at 160,000? 160,000. 160,000 then. What do you say? One more time? 160,000? 162. I'm assuming that's what you meant. I've done this before. Not that often. 162. Gregory, would you like 165? It's 162 against you. 162,000 is the bid and selling at 162. 162,000. Shall I sell it at 162,000, seated at 162? Against you on the phone, Gregory, at 162,000 and 162,000 contre vous. 165,000. I'll take 168, but it has to be fast. 165 is the bid. At 165 against you, 165. 165 then. Against you, 165. In the back of the room going once at 165. and twice at 165 and selling at 165. If you're all done at 165,000, I said it had to be fast, and then all of a sudden I forgot that. 165, are you in? Are you out? Are we doing it? And the gavel is up, and I'm selling at 165,000 euros. Thank you. 165, 1886. Thank you so much. Oh, there's my pen. 165,000, 1886. Lot number 106.
The 2013 Aston Martin V12 Vantage Roadster. First Aston Martin of the sale, and a stunning one. Very rare example, fitted with manual gearbox. It's one of only 100 produced. This highly desirable example is fitted again with a manual gearbox, one owner from new, delivered new to Monaco. The car is offered with full service history, books and tools. It is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much, Paul. Delivered new in Monaco and offered without reserve. And we are going to open the bidding. Let me see, what are we going to try to start? Why don't we start at 60,000, at 60,000? Who'll give me 60,000? 60,000 for the lot, 60 I have. Thank you so much, sir. 60,000 is bid. 60,000 and selling all the way at 60,000. 65 online. I'll give you 68. 68, 68,000 contre vous en ligne. 68 is against you online, 68,000. Next bid is 70. 68 is the bid. Next is 70,000. 68 in the room at 68. Would you like to bid 70,000? At 68,000 only, 68,000 and selling all the way at 68 online. Against you at 68,000 for the Aston Martin V12 Vantage, 70,000. 75. Would you like to go 80 online? 75 is the bid against you at 75,000. 75,000 contre vous, 80,000. 80,000 contre vous. 85,000, 85. 85 now, back in the room at 85,000. 85,000 only and selling at 85 online. What do you say? 85,000 is ahead of you. 85,000 now. 85,000 is the bid against you online at 85. It's in the room and I'm selling at 85. 85, 90,000. 90,000. 90,000, merci beaucoup. No, take the other glass. Don't take the water. Take the other glass. Much better. Are you sure? For madame. 90,000 is the bid at 90,000, and the bid is at 90,000. Any advance at 90,000? Am I selling at 90? 90,000 alors. At 90,000, 95 online. New place coming in. New bidder now. Several bids now, and 95, and next is 100. 95,000 now. The bid is at 95. Who'll give me 100? 95. The car is selling. 95,000 euros at 95 then. 95 at 95,000. Am I selling at 95? 95,000 euros. 95,000 then. 95 online. Are you done as well? At 95. 100 now. 100,000. 100,000. And let's set the clock for 105. Can we ask for 105? 100,000 to make it just a bit easier because we've just started. 100,000 is the bid. At 100,000 and online we're going to ask for 105. 105 is the ask. At 100,000 now with the bid at 100,000. Are you still with me? Other bidder at 105? Would you like to make it 105? 100,000. 100,000 and the bid is at 100. 100. Are we done? Am I selling at 100,000? 100,000? 100% sure at 100,000? 100,000. Just don't take a new kitchen. No? Did I pay attention? No, I did not pay attention yesterday. 100,000. 105 is online. See, there you go. They thought about it. 105. 105,000. 105,000 now. Can we go 110? At 105,000. 105,000 euros is the bid. At 105 online. Are you still with me? Or the other place online? 105, because we're selling online right now. Not in the room. At 105,000. 105,000. At 105,000. And the bid is at 105. 105,000. 105,000 going once. 105,000 going twice and selling at 105. 105,000 at 105,000 euros. 105,000, 6134. 105 at 6134. Paul, lot number 107.
107, the 2013 Aston Martin V12 Zagato Coupe. Another great modern Aston Martin. This very rare example is one of only 61 cars built. Manual example with less than 9,000 kilometers from new. It had one owner and is offered with Dutch registration document.
Wait, what is it offered with?
Sorry?
Dutch registration documents. The same.
It is offered without reserve.
Without reserve as well. So, We're going to open the bidding, ladies and gentlemen. I actually have a bid here, and we're going to open the bidding at 100,000 only and selling already. 110. There you go. See, it just helped. No, I think they were here for this. 110 is the bid. 110. We'll give you 120. 110 is the bid. 120. Oh, what? We're going to wait online as well. The asking price is a little bit low online right now at 10, so we're going to try it for 110 is in the room. 110,000 in the room at 110 and selling at 110,000. 110. 120 is next. At 110,000 now. 110,000. The bid is at 110. 120. 120. Shall we go 130? We do. 130. Would you like 140, sir? No. 130,000 then. The bid is 130,000 only at 130,000. 130,000 at 130,000 and selling all the way. It's no reserve at 130,000. 130,000 and the bid is at 130 and I'm selling the car. Absolutely. At 130,000 now. 130,000. 140,000. Back in the room at 140,000. 150. 150,000. 150,000. 150,000 contre vous, monsieur. 150 is against you. Would you like to go 160? 150,000. The bid is at 150,000 and seated at 150,000. Shall we go 160? 150,000 only. It's your bid. At 150,000. 150,000. 150,000, sir. You bidding. I see you on the phone. You're thinking. At 150 only and selling 100% at 150,000. 150,000 with the Dutch registration. 160,000. New place. 170,000. Is that 180? 180,000 against you both now. 180 is right in front of you, sir. 180 against you. 190,000 against you both now. 190,000. 190,000. Can we go 200? 190 is the bid. 200,000. 200,000 is the bid, Paul. At 200 now. New place. 200. 200,000 now. 10. 210, thank you, sir. 210, shall we go 220? 220, 210, c'est contre vous. Est-ce que vous désirez 220? 210,000 contre vous at 210,000. 210,000 against you too, sir. And still selling all the way at 210,000. Can we go 220 at 210 because the car is selling? 210,000 then. 210,000 only. It's on the aisle here, on your right for all of you on the left. 210,000 then. Am I selling 220,000? 230,000. 230,000. 230,000, the bid is at 230. 230,000, 230,000. At 230,000, now the bid is at 230,000 on the aisle at 230,000. 240,000 on the phone. 240,000. 250,000, 250,000. 250 now. The bid is at 250,000. 200, was that a bid? 250 then. The bid is at 250 against you too, sir. 250,000. 250,000 contre vous aussi au fond de la salle. 255, je prends pas, ce sera 260. 250, the next is 260. I did the same to the gentleman, can't do the same, can't do it to him either. 250 is the bid at 250,000. 260,000. No? You have that one time when you can really cut it and then we can't cut. So that's the 265 and then it's, no? 260,000 is the bid at 260,000 then. Going once at 260,000. 260,000. 260,000 in the back of the room and going twice at 260,000. Selling at 260,000. If we're done at 260,000. Fair warning. It's selling. It's tegen u. 260 achter in de zaal geboden. 265 neem ik. 260 is het bod. 260 is dat een bod? Nee, kijk, dan gaan we weer, hè. Ook Nederlanders. 260,000. Going once at 260,000. We moet 65 zijn. Going twice at 260,000. Am I selling? 265? 265. Did you understand that?
I did.
265 is the bid. It's 2 languages in 1 bid. Even Pierre understood it. 265 is the bid against you. Pierre, can we do 270? 270 would be the next. 270 is the bid. 270,000 at 200 would be the next. 265, c'est l'offert dans la salle. 260 is the bid in the room, and now you get your little bid as well. At 265 against you. 265, can we go 270? 265 then. Are you sure, Pierre? At 265,000, see, they've beaten you. 265, going once, he's hanging up the phone. Twice at 265,000 and selling all the way at 265. 265,000. Well done. Dank u wel, dames en heren. Ja, 2665 met lot nummer 230. Pedal nummer 230. 265. I got carried away at number 230, ladies and gentlemen. And that brings us to lot 108. That was a video that ended abruptly. Paul, what do you think? That was very abrupt, but we're at lot number 108. Paul.
Lot 108, this 1957-58 Lotus Climax Type 12 Formula 1 and 2 racing single-seater. This gorgeous little motor racing jewel is the first ever Formula 1 Lotus. The first of the long line of Colin Chapman masterminded Grand Prix cars, which would carry such names as Jim Clark, Graham Hill, and Jochen Rindt to the Formula 1 Drivers' World Championship titles. This is the actual car, very well preserved, while still highly original, in which Graham Hill, future world champion and winner of no fewer than 5 Monaco Grand Prix, made his own world championship level debut in the Monaco Grand Prix of 1958. Think on that, ladies and gentlemen, here we offer a 60-year-old true time machine. It is fitted with a true two-period 1.5-liter Formula 2 engine, as used in this chassis for its Team Lotus debut in 1957. Then, for its final works team race with Graham, driving at Reims in 1958, it is a truly historic landmark. It is in wonderful condition and is absolutely exquisite.
Thank you very much, Paul. The Lotus Climax Type 12 Formula 1 and 2 racing single-seater ex-Graham Hill. And we're going to start, ladies and gentlemen, the bidding here with me. And already with the bids coming in online at 180, 190, 200 I have. 200 I have. The bid is at 200,000 euros at 200. 200,000 euros. The bid is at 200. 200, 210, of course. 210 now. Against your line at 210, would you like to make it 220,000? The bid is at 210. And against the telephones as well as 210,000. 210,000. 220,000. Merci. 220,000. 220,000 now. Back against you in the back at 220,000. Shall we go 230? 230 now. Back in the room at 230. 240. 240,000. 240,000. The bid is at 240. Can we go 250? 240,000 now. 240,000. 240,000 now. Against you both at 240,000. Who'll give me 250 first? At 240,000. 240,000 at 240,000. The bid is at 240. 250,000 online. Again online at 250 now. 250,000 now. The bid is at 250,000. 250,000. 250 now. 250 against you both in the back of the room at 250. 260. 260,000. 260,000. The bid is at 260. 270 I'll take next. At 260,000. 260,000 at 260,000. 260,000 against you in the back and against you online as well at 260,000 now. At 260,000. Will give me 270. 260,000 euros. The bid is at 260. 260,000. 260,000 contre vous, Gregory, at 260,000. 260,000. The bid is at 260,000. And fair warning, am I selling it at 260,000 at 260? 260 online as well. Would 265 help? 265 would be the next bid also for online. Can we set the clock for 265? 260,000 is the bid. 260,000. 260,000 now. At 260,000, the bid is at 260,000 only for the single-seater Graham Hill at 260,000. 260,000 and going once at 260,000 and twice at 260,000. At 260,000, Gregory, contre vous, 260,000. Mark against you at 260,000. Fair warning at 260 at 260,000 euros. 260,000. Lot number 109 is you, Paul.
Yes, there is another video for 109.
Lot number 109, the Tyrrell Cosworth.
Okay, let's move on to lot 109, the 1978 3-liter Tyrrell Cosworth 008 Formula 1 racing single-seater. Highly well preserved 1978 Tyrrell 008 we offer is not just a recognized winning car, but a Monaco winning example. It is really well known, and this car was driven this day by the charismatic French great Patrick de Paillet. Ken Tyrrell's team won World Championship title 3 times with Sir Jackie Stewart, driving first their Matra, then 2 early Tyrrell models. This 008 design was by Maurice Philippe, the ex-Lotus engineer, and in addition to its win right here at Monaco, chassis 03 also brought by Patrick de Paillet second places in both the South African and Austrian Grand Prix. This is indeed one of those rare Formula One winners. It spent many years in the Nick Mason collection and is offered here in drivable condition.
Thank you very much. And we're going to open the bidding here, ladies and gentlemen, with me opening the bidding at 600, 650, 700. 700 I have. 700 I have already at 700 euros I have. 700,000 euros is the bid. 700,000. Any advance at 700,000 now? Who'll give me 750? At 750. 750,000. 750,000 now. 750,000. The bid is at 750,000. 750. Can we go 800? 750. 780 I'll take. Why not? 780,000. 780,000 then. 780,000. The bid is at 780,900. Thank you very much. 900,000. 900,000 now. Would you like 920? 900,000 is the bid at 900,000 at 900. 920 against you now at 920,000. 920,000. I have you in the back of the room at 920. 920,000. 920,000 now. That's 920. Can we go 950? It's against you at 920. 920 is ahead of you. 920,000 now. The bid in the back of the room at 920. 920,000. Shall we go 950? 920,000. 920,000. The bid is at 920,000. Any advance at 920,000 then? The bid is at 920,000. 920,000. In the back of the room at 920. Are we all done? At 920,000. 940 against you in the back. Shall we go 960? 940 is the bid. 940,000. 940,000 c'est contre vous. 940,000. The bid is against you at 940. 940,000. Any advance at 940,000. Are we all done? At 940,000. Back of the room. Shall we go 960? 940. Are you done? At 940,000 and fair warning at 940,000 at 940,000 euros. 940,000. Lot number 110 has been withdrawn. Lot number 111.
Let's move on to lot 111, one of the stars of the show today here in Monaco, the 1960 Ferrari 250 GT Coupe by Drogo. This amazing example is a really rare gem, one of the finest examples of bespoke Italian coach building from the 60s. What a great design. Delivered new to Switzerland and based on Ferrari 250 GT Coupe Pininfarina, this stunning Ferrari was rebodied by Drogo in 1966. Known and continuous ownership history, Massini report on file, eligible to a multitude of prestigious track events like Goodwood, as you just saw on the video, rallies and Concours d'Elegance. Don't miss this unique opportunity.
Merci beaucoup. We are thrilled, ladies and gentlemen, to be offering the 1960 250 GT Coupe Drogo, and we're going to open the bidding for the lot, ladies and gentlemen. Open the bid here with me at 1.4, 1.5 million, immediately at 1.5. Was that a bid, sir? 1.550 I have. 1.550, 1,600,000. 1,600,000 is the bid. At 1,600,000. Who'll give me 1,650,000? 1,600,000 is the bid. Well, you go 1,650,000. 1,600,000. The bid is at 1,600,000. 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. Thank you very much. 1,650,000 now. That's ahead of you. 1,650,000 with Pierre on the phone with 1,650,000. Shall we go 1.7? 1,650,000 is the bid. At 1,700,000. Against you, Pierre. 1,700,000 now. And Whitney as well. 1,700,000. The bid is at 1,700,000 now. Against you, it's in the back of the room at 1,700,000. I have you at 1,700,000. Would you like 1,750,000? 1,700,000 for the Drogo at 1,700,000. Pierre, against you. Thank you very much. 1,750,000. The bid is at 1,750,000. 1,750,000 now. Shall we go 1.8? At 1,750,000. What do you say? 1,750,000. Can we do it? 1,800,000. Against you, Pierre. 1,800,000 contre vous. 1,800,000 is the bid at 1,800,000. Can we go 50? 1,800,000. 1,800,000 is the bid at 1,800,000. At 1,800,000 against you now. 1,800,000. Shall we go 1,850? Is that a bid? Thank you very much. 1,850,000. 1,850,000 now. 1,850,000. The next is 1,900,000, of course, at 1,800,000. 1,800,000. Can you go 1,900,000? 1,900,000 against you, Pierre. 1,900,000. 1,900,000 is a bit ahead of you at 1,900,000. Next will be 1,950,000, Pierre. 1,900,000 the bid. Can we go 50? 1,950,000 would be next, Pierre. 1,900,000 is the bid against you. 1,900,000. 1,900,000. Are you bidding at 1,900,000? Thank you very much. 1,950,000. 1,950,000. The bid is at 1,950,000. Shall we go at 2? 1,950,000 for the Ferrari 250 GT Drogo at 1,900,000. 2 million. 2 million is against you now. 2 million is the bid against you now at 2 million. 2 million. 2 million. Do you want to go at 2 million? One more time at 2 million. 2 million. The bid ahead of you at 2 million. 2 million now. Are you bidding at 2 million? 2 million is the bid. At 2 millions contre vous. 2 millions, c'est contre vous. 2 million is the bid against you at 2 million. Would you like to go 2-2? Well, that's a bit much. 250. 2 million is the bid against you. 2 million is ahead of you. Would you like to go 2,050,000? 2 million against you. 2 million is the bid against you, and Whitney as well as 2 million. At 2 million, the bid is at 2 million euros at 2. At 2 million. Are we advancing at 2 million? At 2 million euros then. At 2 million euros then. Pierre, at 2 million. 2 million euros. The bid is at 2 million euros. 2 million euros. Going once at 2 million euros, are you sure? And twice at 2 million euros. At 2 million euros. At 2 million euros. 2 million euros for the Ferrari 250 GT. Paul, lot number 112.
112, this 1966 Aston Martin DB6 Vantage, a very iconic Aston Martin from the 60s. It is an amazing example, and it has been delivered new to France to the racing driver Louis Dollfus. Matching numbers, engine and chassis example, fitted with the desirable manual gearbox. This car was on static display for a long time and will require some recommissioning. It is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much, Paul. The 1966 Aston Martin DB6 Vantage Sports. Yeah, Sports Saloon. And we're going to open the bidding here with me. I have the bids already with me at 85,000 I have. 85,000 is the bid with me. Next is 90. 85,000 and is selling the car at 85. 90,000, 95. 100,000 in the back. 100,000 is in the back of the room. 105. 105,000. 105,000 now. It's against you in the back. Would you like 110? 105,000. 110,000. Can we go 115? 110,000 is the bid. 110,000 c'est contre vous. 110 tegen. Wilt u 115? 115 is bid. 120 now. On the phone. 120. 120,000. 120,000 Loïc. Au téléphone 120,000. 120,000. 120,000 is on the phone. 125. Thank you, sir. 125,000 contre vous, Loïc. 125,000. The bid is at 125,000. 125. Can we go 130? At 125 and selling all the way at 125. 125 seated. 125 and against you online as well at 125. Shall we go 130? At 125. Loïc. Contre vous. 130,000. 130,000 now. New place at 130,000. It's Loïc's bid still. It's not new. At 130,000. In the back, sir. Would you like 135? 130 is against you. 130,000, c'est contre vous. Loïc à 130,000 contre vous. Don't let it get away at 130,000. 130,000 and it's his bid. C'est contre vous. 130,000. Would you like 135? One more at 135. Thank you. 135,000. Loïc, contre vous. Est-ce que vous désirez 140,000? 135. The bid is against you. 140,000. 140,000. 140 now. The bid is at 140,000 from the Aston Martin from 1966. 140,000 euros, sir. Ahead of you. Would you like to go 145? Thank you. 145. Loïc. 145 the bid. It's now against you at 145. 145. 145,000. 150,000. 150,000. At 150,000, it's still all the way at 150,000. Selling, of course, at 150. For the Aston Martin from 1966, 150,000 against. 150,000 contre vous. À 150,000, est-ce que vous désirez 155,000? Would you like to make it 155? 150,000 or Loïc will get it. At 150,000. 150. Thank you. 155. Contre vous, Loïc. 155,000. C'est contre vous à 155,000. 155,000. 155 is ahead of you. 155. One more time. At 155,000 and seated in the back of the room and selling at 155. 155,000. It's against you, Loïc. 155, c'est contre vous. 160,000. 160 now. The bid is at 160,000. 160,000 against at 160,000. Can we go 165, sir, in the back? 160 is the bid against you at 160,000. 160,000 euros is against you still with Loïc at 160. 160,000. 160,000 now. Am I selling it at 160? At 160,000 then. Loïc's bid at 160,000 and selling to Loïc at 160. 165. Contre vous, Loïc. 165 000. C'est contre vous à 165 000. Est-ce qu'on pourra faire 170 000? 165 is the bid. It's in the back of the room and against you, Loïc. Seated at 165. You're standing in the sun. It's hot, so you probably want a bid fast. 165 is the bid. Would you like 170? 170,000. 170 000. 170,000 now. At 170,000. Que dit-on? À 170 000. 170,000 and the bid is at 170,000 and Loïc's bid at 170,000. I think we might be there at 170,000. 170,000 and at 170,000 and with Loïc, it's against you at 170. Last chance at 170,000. 170,000 going once at 170,000. And twice at 170,000 and selling at 170 at 170,000 at 170,000 euros. Loïc 170,000, 6044. 170,000 euros, 6044. Lot number 114, the Facel Vega.
Yeah, lot 114, presenting the 1955 Facel Vega FV, the first production car and believed to be the oldest surviving. This great example was the property of the French government. Presented in original condition and in the same hands of in the hands of the current family for the last 42 years, this manual example will be a potential candidate for any concours in the preservation class.
Thank you very much. The 1955 Facel Vega FV, and we're going to open the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, on this lot. Opening the bidding here at 100, 110, 120, 120,000, 120 000, 120,000, the bid is at 120. At 120,000 now, who'll give me 130, 130, 130 000, 130 now is against you at 130,000, the bid is seated at 130,000. 140, 140 now, ahead of you at 140, can we go 150? 140,000 is the bid. 140, 150, thank you very much. 150,000, seated at 150 000. Would you like to make it 160? 150,000 now, the bid is at 150,000. 150, 160. 160 000. Contre vous now. It's now online back at 160. Is that 65? I'll take 165. Online, shall we go 170? 165 is the bid at 165,000. 170,000. 170,000. Would you like to make it 175? 170,000 is the bid at 170,000 now. Next is 175. 170,000 now. The bid is at 170,000. Shall we go at 170? Against you, 170,000. 170 000. 170,000 then. 170,000 and the gavel is up at 170,000. 170,000. 170 000. 170. Going once at 170,000. Going twice at 170,000 and for 170,000. If we're all done at 170, at 170,000 euros. 170 000, c'est contre vous. 170,000 now, and at 170,000 euros. 170,000. Lot number
115.
115.
The 2010 Force India Mercedes VIGIE M03 Formula One. This example is in show car condition, but has a tremendous racing history. No fewer than 19 Grand Prix races, all driven by Adrian Sutil. But most significantly, this car finished in Formula One World Championship point-scoring position no fewer than 9 times. An incredible record of consistency highlighted by 2 fifth places in the Malaysian and Belgian Grand Prix. Please note that this car is a non-running, that's a show car in display condition, and it has been assembled with static display purposes only and not constructed for use under power. Martin.
Thank you very much. The Force India Mercedes Formula One Racing single-seater. Lot number 115. Without reserve, ladies and gentlemen. So where should we open the bidding? Why don't we open the bidding at 75,000? At 75,000 euros. At 75. Who'll give me 75? We're going to ask for 75,000. 75, asking for 75,000. 75. Who'll bid me 75,000 for the Force India? 75 I have. 75 is on the phone, and away we are at 75. Next is 80,000. 75,000. The bid is at 75,000. 75,000. At 75,000 euros, the bid is at 75. 75,000. Any advance at 75? Am I selling at 75? 75,000 only at 75 and selling all the way at 75. The bid is in the room on the phone at 75, like on my left. 75 for the Force India at 75,000. 75,000. 75,000. 80,000 on my right. 80,000 now. Against you now. 80,000 now. With Gregor's bidder at 80,000. 80,000 euros at 80,000. 80,000. Shall we go 85, Jonathan? 80,000 is the bid against you. 80,000. Gregor's bidder at 80,000. 80,000, c'est contre nous. 80,000 is against you. Can we go 85 for the Force India? 80,000 is the bid. At 80,000 on my right, against you, shall we go 85, Jonathan? 80,000. The car will be sold at 80,000. 85. Against you now, Gregor. It's on my left again with Jonathan at 85,000. 85,000, are you sure? At 85,000 is against you, Gregor. 85 then. Jonathan's bid at 85. 85,000. The bid is at 85, and we're going to sell the car at 85,000. If we're all done, going once at 85,000 and twice at 85,000, selling at 85, 90,000 in the room. 90,000. Contre vous, Jonathan. 90,000 is against you. 90,000 is against you. 90,000 is the bid against you. 90,000 is the bid. At 90,000, in the room at 90,000. Are you sure, Jonathan? Would you like to offer 90 bid? Would 92 help? 90,000 then. The bid is at 90,000 then. 90,000 then. Going once at 90,000. Your bid, sir. Gregor is against you as well. Twice at 90,000. Selling 90,000. The bid is at 90 and selling at 90,000 euros. 90,000. Well done. May I see your number, please? Is 091. 90,000 euros. 091.
Thank you, Martin. Before moving on to lot 116, please allow us to welcome on stage Mr. Louis de Fabry-Becker, who is the touring head of design, who is going to present us the two following lots.
Okay, pardon. Merci. May I use the hammer? Cool. So, I will do it.
Yeah?
Les deux voitures. Comment pas? Pourquoi
Très bien.
pas?
Alors, les deux voitures ont été faites avec un an d'intervalle. Ce sont deux projets pour lesquels je suis assez fier parce que ce sont vraiment ça fait partie des derniers projets que j'ai fait après 17 ans de carrière chez Touring Superleggera. Ce sont des projets qu'on a fait avec des teams de 5-10 designers.
Un instant. On va vous donner un microphone. D'accord.
Comme ça.
Meilleur.
Ok, ottimo, perfetto. Quindi la première qui est présentée, qui est l'Aero 3, elle fait partie d'une stratégie, elle faisait partie d'une stratégie aziendale où c'était un hommage rendu aux voitures de course Alfa Romeo. Elle suivait la Disco Volante qui avait été faite 8 ans auparavant. Celle-ci s'inspirait directement de la 8C 2900 Le Mans qui avait été faite en 1939, voiture extraordinaire. Et l'Aero 3 reprend les thèmes de cette voiture, c'est-à-dire une ligne inspirée du streamline avec un extrêmement long capot, quelques éléments qui reflètent la course, c'est-à-dire on voit la pine à l'arrière, mais tout en sobriété. De cet Aero 3, il y a eu 3 voitures qui ont été produites, une rouge, une chrome et une couleur Canone di Fucile, quindi scusa. Donc, un gris extrêmement élégant, et c'est peut-être des 3, je vais dire, mon coup de cœur, parce que c'est celle qui est la plus élégante, la plus raffinée, avec des touches de couleurs qui sont d'ailleurs inspirées un petit peu de Hermès. Un jaune sur du brun, du traitement de cuir et de nubuck à l'intérieur. Un petit bijou.
Merci beaucoup, c'est très gentil. Merci.
Peut-être l'autre voiture aussi.
Ouais.
Voilà. Alors, l'autre voiture, celle qui va suivre, c'est la Chat-Perse Cabriolet. De nouveau, ce sont deux voitures qui ont été faites après des années d'expérience où la fierté, je veux dire, à travers ces dessins, c'est qu'il y a une maturité dans le dessin et qu'il y a une homogénéité dans les lignes. Et si vous regardez, en fait, il y a très très peu de lignes sur ces voitures. La Chat di Persia, c'est un hommage directement au Chat de Perse et à la 5000 GT Maserati qui avait le Chat de Perse. Dans les lignes, vous verrez sans doute une inspiration des années 60-70. Il y a un petit côté Maserati Kamsin dans ces lignes. C'est taillé à la serpe. On retrouve la Coda Tronca, cet avant pointu. Moi, c'est aussi mon coup de cœur, en fait. Toutes les deux sont mon coup de cœur.
Merci beaucoup, Louis. C'est très gentil. Grazie mille, Luigi.
Thank you very much, Louis. And moving on to lot 116. Well, what could I add to this presentation? That's actually the second of only 3 products. The 2015 Touring Superleggera Aero 3. This car is only the second example of a total production of 3 cars. Based on the Ferrari F12 and converted by Superleggera circa 2020, this eye-catcher example has unique specifications and has done less than 12,000 kilometers from new.
Thank you very much, Paul. The 2015 Touring Superleggera Aero 3. Thank you again, Louis, for the presentation. And we're going to open the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, on the lot. The bidding here starts with me at 380, 400, 420,000, at 420,000 euros. 450 I have. 450 euros sont déjà offerts. 450 is the bid at 450,000. 450,000 now. 450,000 now. 460 against you. 460 now. 460,000. 460,000. Shall we go 480? At 480,000. 480,000. 480,000. The bid is at 480. 480,000 now. Can we go 500? At 480,000 euros now. The bid is at 480. At 480,000. 450,000. 480,000, 500 contre vous. 500,000 now. At 500, thank you very much. 500,000 now, the bid is at 5. At 500,000 now. 500,000 now. 520. 520 now. 520,000. 520,000 now. Can we go 550? 520,000 online as well. 550 I have. 550,000. 550,000 now, the bid is at 550,000 now. Would you like to go 580? 550 is the bid. At 550,000 now. And the car is at 550,000 now. 550. Are we all done at 550,000? Fair warning at 550,000. 550,000 is the bid against. At 550,000, I'll take 560 if that helps. 550 is the bid at 550,000. 550,000. 550, are you sure? 550,000 then. 550,000 and going once at 550,000. And twice at 550,000. 550,000. Are you bidding at 550? Are you sure? 550,000 then. Going once at 550,000. And twice at 550,000 at 550,000 euros. 550,000. Lot number 117.
Moving on to lot 117, this 2015 Touring Superleggera Sia di Persia Cabriolet. This is another very rare example, one of only 14 cabriolet built on the basis of a Maserati Grand Cabrio. This car only had one owner and did only 219 kilometers from new since conversion. Unique specification, this example is presented in a stunning color combination and is sold with all Italian and German registration documents.
Lot number 117, the Touring Superleggera Sia di Persia from 2015. And we're going to open the bidding here, ladies and gentlemen, with me at 180, 190, 200,000. At 200,000. The bid is at 200,000, 200, 220, 240, 240,000 is bid. 240,000, 260, 260. I have you online at 260,000. 260,000 is the bid. Can we go 280? 260,000. Now the bid is against you. 280,000. Back in the room at 280,000. Now online, we're going to set the clock for 280 for 300. 280,000 is the bid. At 280,000, 280,000 contre vous. 280,000 now. The bid is at 280,000. 300,000 we have. 300,000. Shall we go 320? 300,000 now. The bid is at 300,000. Can we go 320 at 300,000? 300,000 now. At 310. Online, next to 320. 310,000 now. The bid is at 310,000 now. At 310,000. Any advance at 310, at 310,000. 310,000 then. The bid is at 310. At 310,000, 310,000. 310,000. 310,000 and the bid is at 310. Are we all done? At 310,000 with 310,000 and the gavel is up. Going once at 310,000 and twice at 310,000. 310,000. 310,000. 310,000 euros. 310,000. Lot number 118 is next.
this 2008 Mercedes SLR McLaren Crown Edition. The last of only 10 Crown Edition built, this amazing car is based on an SLR 722. Unique color combination, it has only 72 kilometers on the clock and is a single ownership from new. Please note that this lot is sold without any registration document, but is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much, Paul. The Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, Crown Edition from 2008. And we're going to open the bidding here with me, ladies and gentlemen. Where should we start the bidding? Let's start the bidding at 100,000 only. 100,000. Looking for 100 I have on my left. At 100,000. 100,000, c'est déjà offert. 100,000 is the bid at 100,000 now. Any advance at 100, 110. 110 in the back of the room. 110,000. 110,000. The bid is at 110. Who'll give me 120? 120. 120,000 with Whitney on my left. 120,000. 120. Would you like to go 130? At 130,000 online. Online against you both at 130,000. 130,000. C'est déjà en ligne at 130,000. 140,000 dans la salle. 140,000 dans la salle. In the room, 140,000. It's in the room. 150, 160 online. 160 online. 160,000 en ligne, messieurs, contre vous. Est-ce que vous désirez 170,000? C'est déjà fait. 170 is online at 170,000. 170,000 now. The bid is online at 170,000. 170,000. Shall we go 180? 170,000. In the room, 180. Thank you very much. 180,000. 180,000. 180,000. 190,000. 190 against you. 190 gegen Sie. Machen Sie 200. 200 geboten. 200 is the bid online. It's against you at 200 already. And against you, Whitney, because it's already in the room. At 200, I know. 200,000. 220 is online. 220. 220, ja mit dem Internet geboten. Sagen wir Internet? Was sagen wir denn? Weiß wir gar nicht, ne? 220 schon geboten. 230. 230. 230,000. The bid is at 230. 230,000 au fond de la salle. 230,000. Je prendrai 240. 230 is the bid. At 230 now it's bid, standing with Greg at 230,000. Machen wir 240? 230, danke vielmals. 230 geboten. Das Gebot jetzt 230, 240 online. En ligne, 240,000. 240,000 is the bid at 240,000 now. Online at 240. 240,000 now. Against you, Gregory, at 240,000. 250 now. Still online. Online at 250. Ahead of you. Clicking away at 250,000. 260 online. 260,000. 260,000. C'est déjà sur l'internet à 260,000. Sur bonhamscars.com. 280,000. 280,000 now. The bid is back in the room at 280. With Greg at 280,000. 290 is next. 280,000 now. Gregory at 280,000. The bid is at 280. Pierre against you at 280 as well. It's your bid, Gregory, at 280,000. Any advance at 280,000. 280,000 contre vous, Pierre, contre Whitney. 290,000. Online against you as well. 290 is in the room. 290 is Pierre's bidder in the room at 290,000. Oh, give me three. 290,000 now. 300,000 with Pierre. No, it's against you, Pierre. It's Gregory. Other Pierre. 300,000. 310 is online. 310,000, c'est déjà contre vous en ligne à 310,000. 310,000 against you both at 310,000. Who gave me 320 online? 320,000 still going online at a 320,000. 320,000 is the bid. 330,000. 303,000. 330,000 now. Shall we go 340? At 330,000, the bid is at 330. 330,000 now. 330,000, the bid is at 330. It's online at 330,000 against you in the room. 340, new place online. 340,000 now. 340,000. 350,000. Again on the 350 is still online with the bidding at 350,000. 350,000 now. Pierre, Gregory, qu'est-ce qu'on fait à 350,000? Est-ce que je peux enrichir? Can I hammer it down or not? At 350,000, am I selling the car? 360,000 back in the room. Against you only now. 360 is against you online. Would you like to make it? 370 is done. 370 is the bid against you. My online bidder at 370,000. 370,000. 370,000 now. Against you now at 370,000. Gregory and Paul. 380,000. 380,000. Still online at 380. Will give me 390. 390 is online. 390,000. 390,000. Now the bid is at 390. Shall we go 400? At 390,000. 390. 400,000 now. In the room against you online. It's 400 with Gregory in the room. 410. Ahead of you. 410,000. Still online at 410 against you both in the room now at 410. Who'll give me 420? 410,000 euros. The bid is at 410. 420. 420 now. 420,000. Encore sur l'internet contre vous deux à 420 000, 420,000 at bonhamscars.com, 420,000 euros. 420. Now, the bid is online at 420, and against you in the room, and against my other online bidders as well, at 420,000 now. Am I selling at 420,000? Are we all done at 420? No, we're not. It's 430 now. 430,000. 430,000 still going at 430,000. Any advance at 430? 440. 440,000. 440,000 now. The bid is at 440. At 440,000. 440,000 now. The bid is at 440. At 440,000 now. The bid is at 440,000. Any advance at 440? At 440 then. Online at 440,000. Gregory against you and against Pierre as well. 440,000. With the gavel up at 440,000. 440,000. Are we selling at 440,000 then? Going once at 440,000 and twice at 440,000 euros. Fair warning. And selling at 440,000 at 440,000 euros. Online 440,000, 6113.
Thank you, Martin. Let's move on to lot 119. Well, presenting lot 119, this 2005 Lamborghini Murcielago Roadster LP580 Manuale. This is absolutely an amazing example. Ex-Formula One driver Thierry Boutsen, this car is only one of 69 Roadster examples, of which 21 were delivered new to Europe. Finished in dark grey with black interior, this car has less than 31,000 kilometers from you and has always been maintained in the Lamborghini network with a recent clutch change. It is offered with monogas registration documents.
Thank you very much, Paul. Mr. Boutsen, thank you so much for having offered the car with us. We're pleased to see you here in the sale with us. And again, thank you very much for this stunning Lamborghini Murcielago Roadster from 2005 Manuale. And we're going to open the bidding here, ladies and gentlemen. Open the bidding on the lot at 280, 300, 320,000. 320,000 at 320,000. The bid is at 320. 320,000 now. Who'll give me 340? At 320,000, opening up at 320,000, looking for 340. At 320,000. 340, thank you so much. 340 is bid. 340,000. 340,000 now. The bid is at 340,000. Shall we go 360? 360 now. 360 is against you. Can we go 380? 360,000 now. The bid is at 360,000 now. 380. 380,000. 380,000. Can we go to 4? 380,000 is the bid at 380,000. Any advance at 380? 380,000 then. 400. 400 now, against you, Pierre, it's 400. 400,000 c'est contre vous. 400,000 is the bid ahead of you at 400,000 euros. 400,000. Shall we go at 420? 400,000 is the bid against you at 400. 400,000 ahead of you for the Murcielago at 400,000 only at 400,000. Shall we go at 400,000? 400,000 euros now, the bid is ahead against you at 400. 400,000, I'll take 410 if it helps. At 400,000 euros. 400,000 euros. 400,000, shall we bid? 410. Can we go 420? 410 now. Shall we go 420 at 410,000? The bid is at 410. 410,000 at 420,000 contre vous. 420,000. 420,000. Can we go 430? 420,000 then. The bid is at 420,000 against you, Pierre, now at 420. At 420,000, the bid is against you at 420. 430 will be next. At 420,000, now the bid is at 420,000. 420,000. 430,000 now. Shall we go 440? 430,000. Against you, still ahead of you at 440 now. 440,000, the bid is at 440, at 440. Can we go 450 at 440,000? 440,000, 440,000. 440,000 then. 440,000, the bid is up at 440, 450, 460, still ahead of you. 460. 460,000 then. The gavel is up at 460,000. Fair warning at 460. Are we all done at 460,000? 460,000 at 460,000 euros at 460,000 euros. 460,000. Lot number 120. Thank you so much. 460,000.
Let's move on to lot 120. One of the stars of the auction today is this stunning 2013 McLaren P1. Property of double Formula One world champion Mika Häkkinen since new, this car is a validation prototype. One of the best petrol hybrid hypercars, it is one of 7 validation prototype builds. One owner from new, amazing provenance, the car is sold with factory-produced history booklet. And more importantly, with an exclusive one-day driving experience, racing instruction by Mr. Häkkinen himself.
Thank you very much, Paul. Mr. Häkkinen, you're sitting in the room. You're going to give the racing experience. Why don't you tell everybody where that racing experience will be? I understand you have ideas which circuit this should be raced at, so let's see if that works. Just
all right, can you hear me? Hey, many of you like cars and racing cars. Could you please tell me what team won the last Grand Prix? So, exactly. And you know what? I won the world championships a couple of times, okay? Only 2 times. And there was an other competitor against me who was Michael Schumacher. He won many, many times. But if I would have the same horsepower than my P1 McLaren, I wouldn't beat him easily. But hey, great to be here, and whoever gonna buy this P1, you're gonna have a fantastic time. And when we go on the track, please don't eat breakfast before, okay?
Thank you very much, Mika. We're thrilled to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so don't eat breakfast, don't eat lunch, go racing. And let's open the bidding here with me. We're going to start the bidding with the McLaren P1. We're going to open the bidding here at 700, 750, 800,000, 800,000. Starting the bid at 850. Thank you. 850 is bid. 850,000 I have. At 850,000, will give me 9. 900,000. 900,000 now. The bid is at 900,000 now. 900,000 now. 950 now. 950 now. 950 is bid. 950, the bid is at 950,000. Whitney against you at 950,000. 1 million. 1 million. New place. Thank you very much. 1 million euros. The bid is at 1 million euros. 1 million euros. Any advance at 1 million? 1 million 50. 1 million and 50. The bid is at 1 million and 50 now. Shall we go 1 million 2? 1 million 1 is bid. No, you're right. 1 million 1 is bid. It's 1 million 1 against you, Whitney. 1 million 1 and it's in the back and it's against you as well. Shall we go 1 million 150? 1 million 1 is the bid at 1 million 100,000 euros. 1 million 100,000 euros. Shall we go at 1 million 150? 1 million 100,000 now. Against you, Whitney. It's on the left and it's against you as well. 1 million 100,000 now. 1 million 150. 1 million 150,000. 1 million 150. It's Whitney's bid. It's against you and against you. At 1 million 150. Can we go 1 2? 1 million 150 is the bid. 1 million 200,000. 1 million 2 now. The bid is at 1 million 2. It's your bid at 1 million 200,000. I've got you to say at 1 million 2. At 1 million 200,000. Think about that experience that's about to head your way. 1 million 200,000. Whitney, don't let it get away at 1 million 2. 1 million 200,000. Can we go 1 million 250? 1 million 200,000 now. The bid is at 1 million 200,000 now. 1,250,000. 1,250,000 now. 1,250,000. Shall we go 1-3? At 1,250,000 on my left at 1,250,000. Against you right now at 1,200,000. 1,250,000 is the bid against you. Would you like to go 1-3? 1,250,000 now. The bid is at 1,200,000. I haven't forgotten about you. 1,250,000 now. 1,000,000. It is Whitney's bid at 1,250,000. Against you both at 1,250,000. 1,300,000 now. Ahead of you, Whitney. 1,300,000. The bid is at 1,300,000. Would you bid me 1,350,000? 1,300,000 is the bid against you at 1,300,000. 1,300,000. The bid is at 1,300,000. Next is 1,350,000. 1,300,000 is the bid at 1,300,000. 1,300,000 now. The bid is at 1,300,000. Are you sure? At 1,300,000 now. Maybe one more at 1,300,000. 1,300,000. 1,300,000. The gavel is up at 1,300,000. At 1,300,000. 1,300,000 is the bid at 1,300,000. 1,300,000. Are you sure? At 1,300,000 then. 1,300,000 against you as well at 1,300,000. The bid is at 1,300,000. Would you like to bid at 1,350,000? 1,300,000 now. For the P1, one owner from new. You saw the owner. He was sitting right there at 1,300,000. At 1,300,000. Are you sure? 1,300,000. At 1,300,000 then. 1,300,000 then. Going once at 1,300,000. Going twice at 1,300,000. At 1,300,000 euros. 1,300,000. Thank you very much. Lot number 121.
This 1964 Maserati 3500 GTI Sebring Series 2. Well, for this lot, we have a sell room notice. Please note that it has come to our attention that the stamping of the engine number is not a Maserati stamping. Further research revealed that the internal engine number 2176 refers to a Maserati Sebring engine from a first series car. Therefore, the car is not matching numbers. Veuillez noter qu'il a été porté à notre attention que la frappe du numéro de moteur n'est pas une frappe Maserati. Des recherches plus approfondies ont révélé que le numéro de moteur interne 2176 fait référence à un moteur Maserati Sebring provenant d'une voiture de la première série et que la voiture n'est donc malheureusement pas matching numbers.
Thank you very much, Paul. The 1964, it's still a Maserati 3500 GTI Sebring, yeah, Series 2 Coupe, and we're going to open the bidding without reserve, ladies and gentlemen. Opening the bidding here with me. We've got 60,000 already. 60,000 is the bid already and selling at 60,000. 60,000 euros is bid. 60,000 euros and selling at 60,000. Any advance at 60. 60,000 euros for the Maserati at 60. At 60,000. 60,000 is bid, 65 online. 65 en ligne, 65 is the bid online now at 65,000. 70 is next. 65,000 now, the bid is at 65. Any advance at 65,000. 65,000 euros now at 65, and 70 is next, and selling at 65,000. 70,000, I have 70. At 70,000, the bid is at 70 now. 70,000. 70,000 euros, any advance at 70, at 70,000. 70,000 euros. 70,000 euros, the bid is at 70. 75. 75,000. 75,000 now. At 75, 75,000. 75,000 at 75,000 euros. 75,000. 75,000 euros, now the bid is at 75. 80. 80,000 online, all happening online at 80,000 for the Maserati at 80,000. Any advance at 80,000 now. It's at 80,000 online, still online at 80,000. 80,000 against you in the back of the room as well at 80. Are you bidding at 80,000? I have online at 80,000. 80,000 euros, 85. 85 now, the bid is at 85. Any advance at 85. 85,000. Shall we go 90? 85,000 euros, the bid is at 85. At 85,000. 85,000 now, the bid is at 85,000. Can we make it 90? And we have 90. 90,000 now. Still online at 90,000. 90,000 euros, the bid is at 90. At 90,000 euros. At 90,000. Can we go 95 at 90? At 90,000 euros. Against you as well, Direct Pierre at 90,000. 90,000 is the bid online and selling at 90. At 90,000 euros. 90,000 then. 90,000 euros. 90,000 euros. Now the bid is at 90 and the gavel is up. 95. Back online at 95. 95,000. 95,000. 95,000. Now the bid is at 95. 95,000 euros. Any advance at 95 at 95. Am I selling it at 95? 95,000 then. 95,000. 100,000. Still online. 100,000. The bid is at 100. 100,000 euros. Any advance at 100. At 100,000. 100,000 euros. Now the bid is at 100. 100,000 euros. 100 now. Can we go to 105? Let's set the clock online for 105 as well, Lily. At 100,000. Pauline, sorry. At 100,000. The bid is at 100 and we're asking for 105 online as well. At 100,000 euros. Now the bid is at 100. 100,000 euros. 100. 100,000 euros. At 100,000 now. 100,000 euros now. The bid is at 100. Can we set it for 105? Okay, thank you so much. It says asking price 110 on my screen. That's why. 100,000 is the bid. Online, bear with us. We're going to ask you for 105,000. There we go. 100,000 euros. The bid is at 100. 100,000 euros. Now, any advance online, are you still clicking for 100? You can make it 105. 100,000 then. Going once at 100,000 and twice at 100,000. 100,000 and selling at 100,000 at 100,000 euros. 100,000 euros. For my paddle 6239 online, thank you so much. 100,000 6239.
Thank you, Martin. Let's move on to lot 122, the 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia. Finished in the highly desirable Grigio Silverstone, this amazing example was delivered new to Germany. Offered with full service history and recently serviced in April 2023, the car was driven all the way from Denmark to Monaco. We are then very pleased to confirm that it's performing really well. The car is now showing a bit less than 43,000 kilometers from new and is without any doubt one of the best Ferrari collectible of the modern era.
Thank you very much, Paul. Driven to the sale all the way from Denmark, ladies and gentlemen, and hence the odometer has increased now to 42.752 kilometers. And we're going to open the bidding here on this car, starting with, let me see, the bidding here with me, 120, 130,000, 130, 140, 150, 150,000, 140,000, 150,000 is the bid. At 150,000 already, 150,000, 160, what? 160? Thank you, sir. 160,000 now. 160,000 now. 170. 170,000. 170,000. 170,000. Came from Denmark all the way. Did we tell you that it was from Denmark? We did, several times. 170,000, is that a bid, sir? 180,000 now again online. At 180,000, the bid is online at 180,000. 180,000 now. 180,000. 190,000. Thank you so much. 190,000. 190,000 now. The bid is 190 now. 190,000. 200,000 back online at 200 and against you at 200. Shall we go 210? I'll give you 210. 200,000 is the bid. 200,000 now, right now at 200,000. The car is at 200, next is 210, 200,000. 200,000 is the bid. Are you still bidding, Pierre? Are you out? 200 is the bid then, online, with my online bidder at 200, at 200,000 and selling all the way at 200. 200,000, 200,000 then. By Paul, 200,000. Any advance? By Christian, 200,000. Any advance at 200, selling at 200 then, going once at 200,000 and twice at 200,000. 200,000 at 200,000 and selling at 200,000 euros. 200,000 for 6238.
Lot 123, this 1958 ACA's Bristol Roadster. That's a very rare original left-hand drive example delivered new to Alain Mauboussin. This really nice example was delivered new to Paris and is matching numbers engine and chassis. Currently fitted with a BMW 5-speed gearbox, but the original gearbox will be also given to the new buyer. This very nice example is offered with continuous history from new.
Thank you very much. The ACA's Bristol Roadster, yeah, from 1958, and opening the bidding here, ladies and gentlemen, with me. We're going to open the bidding at 180, 190,000, 190,000 now, 190,000, 190,000 now. Can we go 200? Thank you, 200,000, right in the middle. At 200,000, I have you at 200. 200,000 is bid. The bid is already at 200,000. 200,000 now. 200,000 now. The bid is at 200, standing at 200,000, and I have you at 200. 220 is against you. 220 c'est contre vous. 220 is the bid against you. Thank you. No, it's your bid. At 220 is against the gentleman standing at 220,000. Can we go 240? 240,000. 240,000. Against you at 240. Shall we go 260? 240 is against you. 240,000, c'est déjà contre vous. 240,000, 250 I'll take. Thank you. 250,000. 250,000. The bid is at 250,000. And the advance at 250. 250,000 now. 250,000. The bid is at 250. At 250,000. Can we go 260? 250,000. 250,000. Now the bid is at 250. At 250,000. 250,000 contre vous. 250,000. And the bid is at 250. 250,000. And any advance at 250,000. 250,000. And going once at 250,000. And twice at 250,000. Fair warning at 250. At 250,000. At 250,000 euros. 250,000. Paddle lot number 124.
This 1992 Ferrari 512 TR. This stunning example, single family ownership from new, matching numbers, chassis and engine, and gearbox, This car has covered roughly 26,000 kilometers from you and is offered with all books, including the most important service book, and is Ferrari Classiche certified. The car is offered with Italian registration documents.
Thank you very much. The Ferrari 512 TR, yeah, from 1992. And we're going to open the bidding on this lot, ladies and gentlemen, with me. I have the bidding starting here with me at, let me see, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100,000 I have. 100,000 is the bid with me at 100. 100,000 now, 100,000, 110, 120, 130, 130,000 in the front at 130,000. 130 is against you now, 130,000, 140,000, 140,000, 140,000. 145, 145,000, 145,000, 145, 150,000, 150,000. Thank you, sir. 155 and against you online as well. 155 and against you in the back at 155 now, right up front at 155,000, 155,000, 160,000. 160,000. The bid is at 160,000 now. 160,000, 160,000, 160,000. 170,000. 107. No, I know you said already no, but I don't know why I came back. Like, I want you to have the car. Well, I want you to buy the car, to be fair. Then you can have it. 170 is the bid. 170,000. 170,000 now. The bid is at 170,000 now. 170,000. 170,000 now. 170,000. Pierre in the back of the room is 175 against you. 175 contre vous. 175 is the bid against you. 175. Can we go 180? 175 is the bid now. Online against you. 175. 175,000 now. The bid is at 175. Can we go 180? 175,000. 175 is against you now, Pierre. It's online at 175. 180,000. 190,000. 180,000 now. Online against you at 180. Would you like to make it 185? 180,000 is Pierre's bid at 180,000. 180,000 is the bid at 180. Online it's against you. It's 180,000. It's with Pierre at 180,000. 180,000 now. 185 online. Back online at 185, Pierre. 185. Shall we make it 190? 185,000 is the bid. Online against you at 185. 185,000. 185,000 is against you at 185. Am I selling it online at 185,000? 195,000 contre vous. 185 is against you. Am I selling it at 185,000? Selling online at 185,000. The car is leaving here. 185. 190,000 online against you again now. Back in the room at 190. No, 185 then. It's still online at 185 with my bidder at 185. Don't do that again then. 185. Are you sure? I'm selling the car online at 185,000. Going once at 185,000 and twice. 185,000 contre vous, Pierre. Je juge alors à 185,000. 185,000 at 185,000 euros. Online 185 6136.
Thank you, Martin. Let's moving on to lot 125. This 1992 Porsche 964 Carrera 2 Cabriolet Works turbo look. Stunning and rare color combination of amethyst over magenta. This very nice 911 has been delivered new to Germany and is offered from a big Italian Porsche collection. Offered with original service book and Italian registration documents.
Merci. It is the 911 Type 964, of course, Carrera. Cabriolet Works Turbo. Look. And I did. You weren't there. Too late. You lose your shoes. You snooze, you lose, I have to say. All right, we're going to open the bidding, ladies and gentlemen. Going to open the bidding here with me at 75, 80,000. 80,000 I have. 85, thank you. 90,000. 90,000, 95. 100,000 in the back, thank you. Standing at 100,000. 100,000 now. 110. 110,000 is bid. 120. 120,000. 120,000. 120,000. The bid is at 120,000 now. Already at 120. 120,000 now. The bid is at 120,000. We'll give me 130 at 120,000. 120,000 now. The bid is at 120,000. 120,000. The bid is at 120,000 now. Against you standing in the back as well at 120,000. 120,000. Is that 130? 125, I'll take 125. 125, the car is at 125 now. 125,000, am I selling at 125? 125,000 now. Selling all the way in the back at 125,000 now. 130,000. 130,000. 130,000 now. The bid is at 130,000. Against you now, seated at 130,000. 135, 135. 135 now, standing again at 135. 135, shall we go 140? 135 now, standing in the back and selling in the back at 135,000 euros. 135, it's standing in the back. 135,000. 135,000. Au fond de la salle, 135,000 and selling at 135,000. 140,000. Back in the room at 140,000. 140,000. Adrien, contre vous. 140,000. Can we go 145? 145. 55,000. 145,000 against you now, sir. Would you like 150? $145,000 is, well, euros, sorry. We didn't hear that. 140, it's about the same these days, isn't it? Anyway, Mark, yeah, I know. 145 is the bid, sir. Would you like 150? It is standing and selling 150,000 seated. 150,000 seated. 150,000. Adrien, contre vous. 145, 150, c'est contre vous. 150,000. 155. 155 back in the room, in the back at 155,000. 155,000. 155,000. 160,000. 160 now. Again against you, 160, Adrian. 160,000. 160,000. 165. 165,000. 165 now against you. 165, and it's standing and selling at 165,000 euros. What shall we do? 165. 165, it's Adrian's bid at 165. Adrien, 165,000 contre vous. 165,000. 165 is the bid at 165. 165,000. 165,000 now. Shall we go 170? At 165,000. 165,000 is the bid. It's selling in the back at 165. 165, 170,000. 170,000. 170,000 now against you, Adrian. 170,000. 170,000. Contre vous, seated at 170,000. Can we go 175? 172,500. 1712 and a half. 170, 172. 172 and a half. 172 and a half. Would you like 175? 175. Would you like 117? Would you like 11775? 175 is against you, Adrien. 77.5 against you. Would you like 180? 1775 is against you. 180,000. 180,000 is against you, Adrian. 180,000 to bid against you to 180. 190,000. 190,000. 190,000 is against you to 190,000. The bid against you to 190. 190,000. 190,000. 190,000. Now Adrian's bid in the back at 190,000. Any advance at 190,000. 190,000. And going once at 190,000. And twice at 190,000. At 190,000. And selling all the way, Gregory, against you as well at 190,000 euros. 190,000, 1664. 190,000 euros for 1664. Paul.
Let's move on to lot 126, this 1971 Maserati Ghibli 4.7 liter coupe. Believed genuine 35,000 kilometers from new, this very nice Maserati is potentially eligible to any concours d'élégance. Fitted with desirable Borrani wheels and power steering from new, this stunning example is offered with French registration document and is eligible for Maserati Classiche certification.
Thank you very much. Please kindly note, ladies and gentlemen, that contrary to the catalog description, the original owner's manual service book are not coming with the car. Veuillez noter, mesdames, messieurs, que contrairement à la description du catalogue, le manuel de Gilles et le carnet d'Adrien ne vient pas avec la voiture. And with that information, we've got lots of interest, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start the bidding here with me at 70, 75, 80,000, 80,000 I have, 85, 90,000, 90,000 déjà, 95,000, 100,000 against, 100,000 is bid, 100,000, that's 100,000, 100,000 now, the bid is at 100,000, that's 100,000 euros. 100,000 now, 100,000, the bid is at 100, any advance at 100,000. 100,000 now, the bid is at 100. 100,000 now at 100. 105 I'll take. 105,000. 105,000, can we go 110? 105 now, the bid is at 105,000. 105,000, the bid is at 105, 105,000. Déjà offert à 105,000. 105,000, next is 110. 110,000, thank you. 110,000, can we go 115 would be next. 115, thank you. Online, 115,000, 115,000. 115,000, the bid is at 115. 115,000, 115,000, the bid is at 115. 120,000. That's a car alarm going off. Let's hope that somebody will go and save that right now. There we go. We're running. 120 is the bid in the back of the room at 120,000. 120,000. 120,000 now. The bid is at 120,000 now. 120,000 at 120,000. 120,000. 120,000. A bid with Gregory at 120,000. Any advance at 120,000. Now the bid is at there we go. Fair, better. At 120,000. Gregory against you at 120. 120,000 now. 122.5 I'll take. 122.5. Would you like 125? 125 seated now against you, Gregory, as well. Thank you, sir. 125 is the bid against you seated now. Gregory, would you like to make it 127.5? 125 is the bid seated. 125 is the bid seated against you. Would you like to make it 127.5? 125 is the bid seated. What? 127, sir. Against you, 127 now. Standing at 127,000. Would you like 130? 127,000 now. Are you sure? You know what? You've come all this way. I'll give you 128. No? When you say no, it's no. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. Doesn't happen for me normally. Because I go, maybe. You sure? 127 is the bid then, with Gregory in the back room, and I'm selling a car at 127,000 as well. 127,000. It's your bid, Greg. At 127,000. Are we selling the car at 127,000? Going once at 127 and twice at... Is that... No, you just want a drink. Ooh. Oh. Maserati gives you drink. Very expensive. And selling at 127,000 at 127,000. 1776. Thank you so much. 127,000 euros. 1776.
Lot 127, the 1973 Fiat 124 Abarth Spider. Formerly the property of double world rally champion Mickey Biasion, this very nice car is one of only 500 examples built. Restored to original factory specs during his ownership, the car was bought directly from Mickey Biasion and is sold with French registration documents.
Thank you very much. Sold with French registration documents, ladies and gentlemen. Special homologation built for the rally. Of course, one of only 500 built for the Maserati, for the Abarth Spider. And we're going to start the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, for this lot. I'm going to have the bidding here with me at 50, 55,000 I have already. 55 is with my interest. 60,000 online. Thank you very much. 60,000 is the bid online at 60,000. 65 is the bid in the room now. 65 is the bid in the room at 65. 65,000, 65,000 déjà offert. 65,000. Would you like to go 70? 65,000 is the bid at 65,000. 70,000 now on the phone. 70,000 is the bid on the phone at 70,000. 70,000 is on the phone. Would you like to go 75 in the back? 70,000 is on the phone here at 70,000 for the Fiat Abarth at 70,000. Any advance at 70. Selling all the way at 70,000. 70,000. 70,000 now. Bon appetit, Jamie. 70,000 is the bid at 70,000. 70,000 going once at 70. Am I selling? Going twice at 70,000. Fair warning at 70,000. 70,000 at 70,000 euros. 70,000. Jonathan, well done. 1558. 70,000.
Thank you, Martin. Let's move on to lot 128. This 1956 Maserati A6G 2000 Coupe by Alemanno. What a magnificent car. Rare example, this stunning Maserati has been restored to its original specification and dramatic livery of red over black. Long continuous history, including the Rosso and Bianco and the Luman collection. This amazing car will be a great addition to any big collection and will be a great example for long-distance rallies like the Mille Miglia and a great addition to, again, any serious Maserati collection.
Thank you very much. And we are going to open the bidding here with me. We're going to open the bidding here with me, ladies and gentlemen, at 600, 650, 650, 700,000. 700,000 already at 700, 700, 720. Thank you. 720,000 now. 720,000. 720,000. Now the bid is at 720,000. Can we go 750? At 720, 750. 750,000 now. 750. 750,000. 750,000 now. Would you like to make it 780? 750,000 is the bid now. 760, fine, I'll take, sure. 760, would you like 770 then? 760 is against you at 760,000. 770, thank you so much. 770,000, Paul, but it's 780, 780 will be next. 780, against you now. Can we go 790? 780,000. The bid is at 780,000. 790, yes. In the back at 790,000. 790,000 now. Shall we go 800? 790,000. 790,000 is the bid against you. 800 is that. 800,000. 800,000. 800,000. Thank you. 800,000 now. 800,000. Can we go 820? Make a bigger jump. 800,000 is the bid at 800,000. 800,000 now. Would you like to bid? No? Would you like 810 then? At 800,000 now. The bid is at 800,000. 800,000 now. The bid is at 800 now. 800,000 then. Am I selling it to you or am I selling it to the gentleman in the back of the car? At 800,000 now. 800,000 is the bid at 800. 800,000 then. At 800,000 now. 800,000 for the Maserati. Are you done? At 800,000. Fair warning at 800,000. At 800,000 now. 800,000 now. 800,000 again. 810 I'll take. 810,000. 810,000. 810,000 against you, sir, as well at 810,000. Are you bidding? Are you bidding at 810,000? Look at me. Don't look at the phone. Look at me. 810 is the bid because it's selling at 810,000. Don't let it get away at 810. Selling all the way at 810,000. 810,000 now. In the back, are you still with me at 810? I'm selling all the way at 810,000. Fair warning at 810,000. Going once at 810,000 and twice. And selling at 810 at 810,000 euros. Last chance. 810,000, 6160 for Whitney. Thank you so much. 810,000, 6160, lot number 129.
The 2012 Aston Martin DBS Volante Ultimate. We have a sell room notice for this lot, confirming that we are very pleased to announce that a duplicate of the original Swiss categories is available and will be ordered and sent to the buyer after the auction. Nous avons le plaisir d'annoncer qu'un duplicata de la carte grise suisse originale est disponible et sera commandé après la vente et envoyé à l'acheteur.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The Aston Martin DBS Volante, yeah. Ultimate, yeah, and we have the bidding here with me already starting. Let me see, with the bids coming in at 40, 45, 50,000 I have. 50,000 c'est déjà offert. 50,000 is the bid with me. It's without reserve, so it's selling today, ladies and gentlemen. 50,000 is the bid. 50,000, any advance at 50,000. 52 I'll take. Thank you, sir, because you were bidding before. 52,000. 52,000. 52,000. Now the bid is at 52. 52,000. 52,000. Am I selling at 52,000? 54 is online. 54,000. 54 is online. 56 in the back. How are you, sir? 56,000. Good to see you. 56,000. 58 online against you, though. Would you like 60,000? We have 60,000 online. It's in the back. 60,000 next to 62, and 60,000 now. The bid at 60,000. 62 online. May we go 65? 65 next to 68 online. 65 is the bid. We're going to set the clock for 68. 65 is in the room at 65,000. 65,000 is in the room, and we're not going to accept that bid because we need 68. 65,000. It's in the room at 65, asking for 68,000. Sorry, online. We're going to have to set the clock. Bear with us for a second. 68 I have now, seated in front of you. Would you like 70, sir? 70,000 I have. 72? 70,000 is against you. 70,000 then. It's seated in the back at 70,000 online as well. Can we please try to set the clock for 2,000? 70,000. The bid is at 70,000. 72 is against you, sir. 72 is in the back standing. Against you too. No, against you too, sir. Shall we go 75? 75 I have up front. 75 I have up front. The bid is up front at 75 next to 78. 75 I have up front. At 75,000, 65,000. 75,000 is the bid next to 78. 80,000. 80,000 now. 80,000 euros. The bid is at 80,000 euros. Any advance at 80,000. 80,000 euros. The bid is at 80,000. 80,000 is against you. 80,000 is ahead of you at 80,000. 80,000 now against you. Now it's with Gregory in the back at 80,000. 80,000. 82 would be next. 80,000 now. I have 80,000, I'll take 82. 80,000 is the bid at 80,000. Any advance at 80,000. 80,000 euros then. Gregory's bid in the back at 80,000. Am I selling at 80? 82. Against you, Gregory. 82,000. 82,000, the bid is at 82. 82,000. 82,000, now the bid is at 82. I'm going to ask for 85 next. 82,000. 82,000. 85. Gregory's bid at 85. Would you like 88? 85,000 is the bid. 85,000 euros is the bid at 85. 85,000. 85. 88. Thank you, sir. 88 against you now, Gregory. 88. Can we go 90? 88,000. 88,000 is the bid. 88,000, the bid is at 88. 88,000 now at 88 against you, Gregory. 90,000 in the back at 90,000. 90,000. Would you like 92? 90,000. 90 is against you. Shall we go 92? It's against you at 90,000. 90,000 is the bid against you at 90. At 90,000 euros. 90,000 euros now. 90,000 then, with Gregory in the back and selling all the way at 90. At 90,000 euros. 90,000 euros. 90,000 euros contre vous. 90,000 is against you, and I'm selling it in the back. 92 in your back, sir. 92 now. Will the car stay in Monaco at 92,000? On sait pas. 92,000. Gregory, against you and against you too, sir. 95. Back in the room now. At 95,000. Were you taking pictures of it? Already celebrating, right? It's 95 against. 98, because you took the picture. I get it. 98. 98,000. Gregory. At 98,000 euros. Am I selling the car at 98? At 98,000. 100,000. 100,000. Contre vous. 100,000 is ahead of you. 102. Thank you. 102,000. Can I go 105? 102,000 is the bid at 102,000. 102,000. 102,000 the bid against you, Pierre, Gregory. 102 is against you. In the room at 102,000. 102,000. 102,000. 102,000. Am I selling it? This is the gentleman who got married because of me, basically. We agreed that that's true, right? Very expensive, but thank you for repaying me by buying a car from me, which is very nice. 102,000, going once at 102,000, and twice at 102,000. I'm selling at 102,000 at 102,000 euros. Yeah. With the gentleman. He's 102. Is that okay, Pierre? I think so. Sold at 102,000. 102,000 euros at 102,000. I just need the paddle number now to make it official, sir. 218? Thank you so much. 218. Thank you. Well done, sir.
Moving on to lot 130, this 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera 2.7 RS Touring. Another very iconic car from the 70s. This amazing example only had 3 owners in its life and is resident in France since 1984. Engine was recently restored and restored by Roof and is currently developing 237 horsepower. Always been well maintained, this car did 5 times the Tour Auto and is offered with its valid French categories and an important history file.
Thank you very much. Only 3 owners from new, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start the 1973 Porsche Carrera. We're here with me at 180, 190, 200, 220, 220,000. The bid is at 220,000, 220,000. 220,000 now. 220,000, the bid is at 240. Thank you. 240 is bid. 240,000. And off and away we are at 240,000 now. 260 is against you. 260,000. Shall we go with 280? At 260,000 euros, the bid is at 260. 280, thank you. 280,000. Back in the room at 280. 280,000. 280,000 now. Was it a bid? At 280. No, it's 280 against you. 280. Would you like 290 then? 290 I have. 290. Can we go 300? 290,000. The bid is at 290. 290,000 euros. Shall we go 3? At 290,000. 290,000. 300,000. 300,000 for the Porsche from 1973. Next is 310. 300,000. 300,000. Take your time, it's okay. No, I'm with you, we've got time. 300,000 now, shall we go 310? 300, what do you say? Thank you, 310. 310,000 now. Can we go 320? At 310,000. 310 is the bid at 310. 310,000 now. Are you still with me at 310? 320. 330. 330,000. 330 000. 330,000. Would you like to go 340? 330,000 is the bid at 330,000. 330,000 now the bid is at 330,000 for the Porsche from 1973. 330. 330,000. One more time at 330,000. What do you say? Setting the clock for 340. 330,000 is the bid at 330,000. 330 000. 330,000 now. The bid is at 330. Shall we go one more time at 330,000? 330,000 and at 330,000. Going once at 330,000 and twice at 330,000. Fair warning at 330. At 330,000 euros. We all done at 330,000 euros. 330,000. Lot number 131.
This 1963 Oscar 1600 GT2 Cabriolet, coachwork by Fisore, ex-Torino Motor Show 1963. This is one of only two produced with the tubular chassis. This car has an aluminum body by Fisore and was part of two important private collections in the US. Well-preserved original example, this lovely Oscar was extensively recommissioned circa 2012 and is offered with French categories.
And we're going to open the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, on the Oscar. I have the bids here with me, starting at 180, 190, 200,000. 200,000 I have for the Oscar. 200,000. 200,000. 200,000. 200,000. Now the bid is at 200,000 now. 220. 220. 240 against you. 240 c'est contre vous. 240 is against. 250 I'll take. 250. Shall we go 260? 260,000. 260 000. 260,000 now. 260,000. Now the bid is at 260. 270. 270 000. 270,000, would you like to make it 280? 280,000. 280,000, that's your bid at 280,000. Bear with me. 290 against though. 290, shall we go 300? 290,000 now. 300 online, thank you. 300 online against you both at 300,000 with my online bidder at 300. Bear with me online, thank you for clicking at 300. Who'll give me 310? 300,000 now. The bid is at 300,000 now at 300. 300,000 now. The bid is at 300,000 now. 300,000, are you sure? Are you sure? Sorry, that was a missed bid. That's 290. The bid is at 290,000. At 290. At 290,000 then. Online, would you like to click for 300? At 290. The bid is still at 290. At 290. Thank you. Click for 300 now. At 290,000 then. At 290,000. Fair warning at 290. 290,000. Are we all done? Online, would you like to click now for 290? At 290,000. At 290,000 euros. 290,000. 290,000 is the bid at 290,000. 132.
132, this 1959 Chevrolet Corvette convertible. What a great car for the summer. What a stunning color combination as well. V8 engine and 4-speed manual gearbox. This very nice example was completely restored and a power steering has been added. It is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much. Offered without reserve, ladies and gentlemen. The stunning turquoise, blue interior and exterior color combination. There we have it. The gorgeous Chevrolet Corvette convertible from 1959. We thank the owner for trusting us with the car, and we're going to start the bidding here with me. It's without reserve, ladies and gentlemen. The car will sell today. It is a beautiful day. It is a convertible, so you can drive it straight home after this. And we're going to open the bidding here with me. I've got 42, 45 already. 45,000 is bid already. Selling all the way at 45,000. The bid is at 45,000. 45 is the bid at 45. 48,000 now. 48 000. 48,000 now. At 48,000 now on the phone at 48. 48,000. 48. 50,000. Thank you, sir. We'll get there. 50,000. 55. 55,000. 55,000. Which is like 60. Oh, was it because of my remark? Was I being glib? Was I smug? I've got 60 online though. Okay, I didn't want to offend you. Can we do a bid now that we're square again? Are you sure? 60,000 is the bid. At 60,000. The bid is at 60,000 in the back. Are we still bidding? I've got 60,000 online. 60,000 is the bid online and selling at 60. 60,000. My bid online at 60,000 only. 60,000 now. 60,000 against you on the phone. Both at 60,000. Don't give me 65. 60,000 is the bid. 60,000, c'est déjà l'offert à 60,000. And selling all the way, Loic. Make no mistake. The car is selling at 60,000 only. 60,000 only for the convertible at 60,000. 60,000. 62 now. 62 online against you at 62. Gregor, thank you. You should do this. 62,000 is your bid. 62. Online, can we make it 65? 62,000 is the bid. At 62,000, the bid is at 62. 64 is online. Would you like 66? 66 is against you online. Can we go 68? 66 is back in the room here at 66,000. 66,000 is against you online, and we're setting the clock for 68. Would you like to bid 68? 66,000 is the bid. At 66,000 at 66. Can we go 68? 68 is in the room and selling at 66,000. The bid is at 66 then. 66,000. I'm with the gavel up at 66. Are we all done online? Would you like to click one more time for 68,000? It's in the room at 66. At 66,000 and against you the week as well. 66. Going once at 66. And twice at 66,000, 66,000 and selling at 66 at 66,000. Yours, sir. 66,000. Thank you so much at 66,094 at 66,094.
Thank you, Martin. Let's move to lot 133, this 1998 Ferrari 550 Maranello. A great future classic for sure. This very nice Maranello has a stunning color combination of black over natural leather. Circa 36,000 kilometers on the odometer, it benefited from a recent major service, including new clutch, timing belts, and new tires. It is, of course, offered with all books and tools.
Thank you very much, and we're waiting for my screen to pop up as well. And here we are with the Ferrari 550 Maranello. We read the sales notice, right? Did we? Which states, ladies and gentlemen, that contrary to the catalog description, I've got it, the application for German title has not been finished yet and the registration procedure is still ongoing. Donc, veuillez noter, mesdames, messieurs, que contrairement à la description du catalogue, la requête de titre allemand n'est pas encore achevée et que la procédure d'obtention des titres d'immatriculation est toujours en cours. Avec toute cette information, with all that information, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open the bidding, nevertheless, for the car here with me at 60, 65, 70,000 already. 70,000 I have. 70,000 is the bid with me at 70,000, 70,000. 70,000, 70. I almost don't dare to look at you. 70,000, are you bidding? 70,000. The bid is at in the back, 80,000 I have. 80,000 I have. 85 up front. 85 now. 90,000. 90,000 already. Multiple bids coming in. It's at 90,000 now. 90,000. Will you give me 95? 90,000 now. 95 I have. 95,000. At 95,000, the bid is at 95. 95,000. What? 95 is already ahead of you. I know 100 is already ahead of you. I'm sorry. Online, I've got 100. Shall we go 110? 100,000 is my bid online at 100,000, Adrien. Contre vous, 100,000 déjà en ligne. 100,000 is the bid online. Can we go 110? 100,000 now. 100,000 now, the bid is at 100. 110. 110,000. 1.5. That's why I asked, of course, that means 5. This means 10. 1 out of 5. Against your line and against the back of the room, I got 105,000. 105,000 now. Adrien, contre vous, c'est ici au fond. 105,000 online against you. We're going to set the clock for 110,000. 105,000 now. The bid is at 105,000. 105,000. Can we go 110? 107,500. 500. 107,500? No. I've got clients tomorrow that I need to convince that selling with us is a good idea, so they will never like when I say 110 will be next. Merci, c'est gentil. 110, 115, 115,115. Sure, I'll take you. Now we do the 17.5. 115 now. The bid is at 115,000 against you, girl, as well, at 115,000. 115,000. 115,000. Against you, Adrian, it's seated at 115,000 and against you online as well. 115,000. 120,000. 120,000. 120. 120,000. 120,000. What do you say, sir? 125? 125. The bid is at 125,000 now. Against you, Adrian, at 125. Am I selling the car at 125 or would you like to go 130? 125. The bid is at 125 and selling all the way at 125. 125,000. 125,000 nel sala, contro di te, Adriano. Facciamo 130. 125 is against you, and it's selling at 125. At 125 in the back of the room, selling at 125 all the way against you, Adrian. Are you sure? Again, to you as well, sir. 125 then. The bid is 125, going once at 125, Adrian. And twice at 125. I'm selling the car at 125,000. 125,000. 125,000 and selling at 125,000 euros. Yours, sir, 125. Thank you so much. May I see your number, please? That is 215. 125,000. 215. Lot number 134.
Lot 134, this 1969 Brabham BT30 Formula 2 Racing single-seater. That's a great car from the 1960s. And this car was driven by Sir Malcolm Guthrie and then the great future 5 times Le Mans 24-hour winner, Derek Bell.
Thank you very much indeed. Stunning history, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Bell on the car. And we are going to start the bidding here with me. I'm going to open the bidding here with me at 75,000. 75,000. 80,000 I have. Thank you. 80,000 is bid. 80,000. The bid is at 80,000. 80,000 and we're asking for 85. There we go. 80,000 is the bid. 80,000, 80,000. Now 85. 85. Can we go 90? 85,000 now. 85,000. The bid is at 85. Can we go to 90 online? 85. I saw you right there. Thank you very much. 90,000. 90,000 now. Against you in the back of the room as well at 90,000. Monsieur, madame, merci beaucoup. 90,000 now. I have 95. 95. Against your line at 95. Shall we go 100? 95 is the bid at 95,000. 95,000 for the Brabham at 95. Only at 95,000. Shall we go to 100? 95,000. The bid is at 95. Any advance at 95 at 95,000. 95,000. Can we go into 100 at 95? 95,000. The bid is at 95. Are we all done at 95? 100,000. 100,000. 100,000 at 100. 100,000. Shall we go 105? 100,000 now, the bid is at 100. Shall we go 105? It's against you at 100 now. 100,000 now, it's against you at 100. 100,000, one more, at 100. Online as well, let's set the clock also for the online bidders at 105, please. Is that okay? Yeah, merci. 100,000, the bid is at 100. 100,000 now, asking for 105, also online, thank you so much, at 100. 100,000 at 100. Are we all done at 100,000 then? 100,000, 100,000, there's 100,000 now. 100,000, the bid is at 100. Any advance at 100 now, online as well at 100. And my set, 100,000, the bid is at 100, at 100,000, fair warning, at 100,000. 100. Come talk to us about that one. 100,000. Lot number 135.
This 2018 McLaren 720S Coupe. This car has only had one owner from new, full carbon package. This car has only covered less than 5,500 kilometers from new. It is offered with Dutch registration documents and is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much. And we're going to open the bidding here with me, ladies and gentlemen. I have the bids already with me with 80, 85, 90, 95, 100,000 I have. 100,000 is the bid with me at 100. 100,000. 100,000 is the bid. 100,000 and selling all the way at 100. 110, thank you, sir. 110,000 now. In the room at 110,000. 110,000, the bid is at 110. 110,000, 110,000. 110,000, now the bid is at 110. Am I selling the car at 110? 120, new place. 120,000, thank you, sir. 120,000 now, in the end, at 120,000, far end at 120. Any advance at 120, 120,000, 130,000 en ligne, 130,000 online, 130, 140,000 back in the room, 140,000 dans la salle, 140,000. Against you online at 140,000 now. Would you like 150? 150,000 is online. 150 online. 150,000 is ahead of you online, and we're selling the car. Make no mistake, the car will be sold. We'll find a new buyer at 150,000. Would you like 160? 150 is against you. 150,000 is the bid. 150,000. Now 150,000. The bid is at 150. 150,000, c'est contre vous. 155,000 dans la salle. 155. 155 is in the room, and we're going to ask for 160. 155, c'est contre vous en ligne. 160 sera la prochaine. 160 is online. Est-ce que vous désirez 165? 160,000 contro di lei, facciamo 165. 160 is against you. Can we go 165? 160 is in the room at 160,000. 160,000. 65 is bid. Back online against you now. 65, and we're back in the room at a 65. 165 is in the room now against you online at 165. Can we go 170? 165 in the room and selling all the way at 165. Online. Are you still with me at 170? 170,000. Contre vous. En ligne. 170,000 is against you. The online bid at 170. Would you like 175? 170,000. 170,000 is against you. 170. Would you like 175? 170,000. Then the bid is at 170. Online and selling. Again, the car is selling at 170,000 then. Pour la première fois à 170,000. Contre vous. 175,000. 175 against you now online. We're back in the room, back at Villa La Vigie at 175,000. Would you like 180? 175,000 is the bid. At 175,000, would you like to make it 180? 175,000 then. Online, it's against you. It's in the room at 175. And am I selling the car at 175,000? 175,000. Pour la première fois. Pour la deuxième fois, je la vends alors 165 000, 15 000, 175 is in the room, je juge à 175, 175,000, and selling at 180 online. 180, back on, I know, I waited way too long, yeah. Now Gregory, if I don't do that, gives me like, you don't want to know. 180 is the bid, would you like 185? 180,000 is against me, is against you, sorry. 185? 180,000, going once at 180,000, and twice at 180,000, and selling at 180 at 180,000. Thank you so much at 180. Online yours at 180,000. 1659, 180,000.
Thank you, Martin. Let's move on to lot 136, the 2016 Aston Martin Vantage GT12. Number 71 of only 101 built. This amazing limited edition Aston Martin has been bought new by the current vendor and has covered only less than 7,100 kilometers from you. Dutch registration document, it is offered without reserve.
Without reserve for the Aston Martin Vantage GT12. Yeah, and the bidding here with me, ladies and gentlemen. I have the bids here with me already at 90, 95, 100, 110. 110,000 is the bid with me, 120, 130. 130 is tegen. 130 nog steeds bij mij. 130 still the bid with me at 130,000. 130,000 the bid with me and selling to my online bidder, my absentee bidder, 140, 150. 160, thank you sir. Standing at 160, 160 tegen u. Per against you as well at 160,000. Standing at 160,000, 160 is staand geboden. 160, 170 online. 170,000 is online. 180,000, back in the room. Online against you at 180,000. Shall we go 190? 180,000 back in the room at 180,000. 180,000 euros. The bid is at 180. 180,000 now. 190 online. 190 online. 200,000 against you online. 200,000. The bid is at 200. At 200,000 euros. 200 is back in the room at 200. At 200,000, 200,000 euros. Dans la salle ici à Villa-la-Vigie at 200,000 euros. 200,000 now. The bid is in the room at 200. 200,000 online, it's against you. 200,000, the bid is at 200. And against you, Pierre, as well, at 200,000. Are you bidding? 200,000. 210. Would you like 220? 220. Would you like 230? 220,000. 220,000. Oh, well, why not? 225. Shall we go with 230, sir? 230. Would you like 235? 230 is against you. Would you like 235? 230,000. 230,000 Pierre against you as well online. We're asking for 235 also for the online bidders to make it fair. 230,000. 230,000 at 230,000, and it's standing at 230,000. It's against you, and it's against you in the back and against you online at 230,000. Going once at 230,000. Are you bidding, Whitney? Twice at 230,000 and at 230 and selling 235 online. Would you like 240? Thank you, sir. You sure? At 235,000. Have a think. Online is 235,000. The bid against you at 235. Would you like to go one more time, maybe? We came so close at 235,000. 235,000, and the bid online and the selling bid online right now at 235,000. And with the gavel up at 235,000. Going once at 235. En twice, ja, ik moet het gewoon in het Nederlands doen, Frans. Zou veel beter zijn. 240, hè? Maar zie je? 240,000. Zo moet het, hè? 240. Nou, 240 is your bid, sir. At 240,000. Against your line at 240. Would you like to make it 245? Nope. 240,000. Sorry about that. 240,000. The bid is at 240. Online. Can we click for 245? Because I'm selling at 240,000. Going once at 240,000 and twice at 240,000 online. Click now, or I'm selling the car here in Monaco at 240,000 euros. 240,000 Pierre against you as well at 240,000 euros. Yours, sir, 240,000. Thank you so much, and I see your number
228.
28. Thank you very much. 240,000 to 28.
Thank you, Martin. Let's move on to lot 137. This 1967 Porsche 911 2 liters short wheelbase, soft window Targa. Deliver new to Germany, this matching numbers, engine and chassis example as the rare Recaro Sport seats. Finished in the desirable Bahama yellow, this incredibly well-preserved example is really well documented. Sold with US registration document and EU taxes paid, the car is offered without reserve.
The car is offered without reserve, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to open the bidding here with me. Let me see, the Porsche 911S. Why don't we start the bidding asking for 75,000? 75, who'll give me 75? Who'll kick me off at 75,000? I have 75 seated. Sorry, would you like 80? In the back, 80,000. 80,000. Thank you. It's an orange car. I know. That's the appeal. 80,000 against. No? Are you done? Or one more, sir? 85. Thank you very much. 85 in the back against you. Would you like 90? 85, 90,000. Thank you. 90,000 is the bid. 90,000 geboden, 90,000 in the back and selling all the way at 90,000 only. 90,000 euros. Against you, Gregory, as well. It's 95. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. Contre vous, Gregory. 100,000. 100,000 is against. At 100,000 euros, the bid is against at 100. 100,000 and selling at 100. 100,000. Shall we take one more bid? 110. 110,000. 120,000. 120,000. 120,000. 120,000 contre vous, Gregory. 120,000. 120,000 now. Still standing at 120,000. 120,000 in the quarter. Against you both now, gentlemen. At 120,000. Am I hammering down at 120,000? 120,000 is the bid. 120,000. 120,000 now. Against you both. 130 seated. 125. Oh, got it. 125. Thank you now. 125. Would you like 130 in the back standing? 125,000 maintenant offert à 125,000. Loïc, are we done at 125? It's seated. C'est contre vous. 125,000. 125 then. Seated at 125,000 now for the Porsche. Going once at 125 and twice at 125. It's seated. It's against you standing, all of you. 125 against you, Gregory. And I'm selling the car at 125,000. 130,000. 135, Gregory. It's against you now. 135 is against you, the 135,000. 135 against Pierre as well at 135 and going once at 135 and twice at 135,000, selling at 135,000. The bid is against you, Gregory. It's not yours. It's not yours. It's with the gentleman seated at 135. Am I selling the car or are you bidding now? 135,000. Ahead of you at 135,000 and going once and twice and selling at 135,000 at 135,000. Yours at 135. 230, right? Yep, thank you, got that right. Goed jullie te zien, dank jullie wel. Ga niet weg, ga niet weg. 230,000. We never know. And
thank you very much, Martin. Let's move on to lot 138. This 1958 Porsche 3568 T2 Speedster 1600. Well, what a lovely car, matching numbers, engine, chassis, and gearbox. As per Reuters certificate, this car has been professionally restored to high standards by Marques specialists to its original factory specifications.
Thank you very much, Paul. The 1958 3568 T2 Speedster, yeah, Porsche. And the bidding here with me starting at, with all my absentee bids coming in at 180, 190, 200 I have, 220, 220,000. 220,000 is the bid at 220,000. Is that a bid? Dank u wel. 240,000, 240,000. At 240,000 now. Shall we go 260? 240,000, now the bid is at 240,000. Now 240,000. 240,000, 200, no, it's your bid. At 240,000, is that 250? 250 I'll take. 250,000. 250,000, the bid is at 250. Can we go 260? At 250,000, now the bid is at 250. 250,000 now. 250 against you. Would you like 260? 250,000, 250,000. 250,000, the bid is at 250. 250,000, any advance at 250,000. It's a beautiful Porsche. No? No, why not? 250,000 then. At 250,000 now. 55? 255 I have. 250,000, Adrien. Contre vous. 255, 255 is the bid against you, Adrian, at 255. 255,000. 255,000, it's against you, 255. 260. Up front with the gentleman here. Thank you so much. 260,000, kind of you. 260 is the bid. 260, would you like 265, Gregory? Is bid 265. Adrien, 265,000. 265, the bid is at 265. 265,000, the bid is at 260. 270,000. 270 000. 270,000. The bid is at 270,000. 270,000 now. The bid is at 270,000 at 270,000. 270,000. 270 000 contre vous. 270,000. The bid is at 270. 270,000 now at 270,000. Any advance at 270. 270,000 then. Are we all done at 270,000 or are you still bidding? 275. 275 000. 275,000 now. Against you at 275. Would you like 280? It's 275,000 against you, Adrian. Seated at 275. 275,000 is the bid at 275 000. 275,000. The bid is at 275,000. Are you still with me at 275? Are you bidding at 275? 275 is seated against, no, it's against you. 275. Is that a bid at 280? 275 is the bid at 275,000. 275. Are you bidding? 280,000. 290 000. Shall we go to 85? 285 now. 285 is the bid at 285. It's your bid, sir. 285. Are you still bidding? Selling at 285,000. If you're not bidding, sir. 285 is selling the car at 285,000. Selling the car. Selling the car at 285,000. The bid is at 285 000. Selling at 285,000. Am I going and selling? Are you done? 285 then. It's seated and selling going once at 285 and twice at 285 and selling all the way against your line as well at 285,000 euros. Yours, sir, 285. Thank you. 285. 039. 200. I'm shouting here all day. And then so, no, I appreciate that you're thinking like 039.
Thank you very much, Martin. Let's move on to lot 139. This 2010 Ferrari California, delivered new to Monaco. This car has a stunning color combination and has had only 2 owners from new. Still undervalued to me, this California has less than 7,500 kilometers from new and is offered with French categories. Just please note that we have an SRN for this lot saying we are pleased to announce. No, sorry, that's not the one. Please note that contrary to the catalog description, the car doesn't come with its service book. Veuillez noter que contrairement à la description du catalogue, la voiture ne vient pas avec son carnet d'entretien.
Thank you very much, Paul. And we're going to open a bidding on this lot, ladies and gentlemen, with me at 60, 65, 70,000, 70,000, 75. Thank you. 80,000. 80,000 I have. 80,000 is the bid at 80,000. 85. 85,000. 85,000. 85 000. 85,000 now the bid is at 85. At 85,000. 85,000 now the bid is at 90,000. 90,000. 90,000 now at 90. 90,000. And the car sells at 90,000 euros only. At 90,000. The car wordt verkoopt. Wordt verkoopt. Goed Nederlands. 90,000. The bid is at 90,000 euros. Any advance at 90? Is that a bid? 92,500? Is bid 92,500. Thank you, sir. I have you. 92,500. 95,000? 95,000. 95,000 contro di lei. 95 is against you. At 95,000 possiamo fare 97,5. Can we make it 97,500? 95 c'est contre vous. Est-ce qu'on pourrait faire 97,5? 97,500 would be next. Thanks to your little bit before. 95. Are you bidding, sir? 95,000. I'm selling the car at 95. 95,000. And the car, the gavel is up. On la vente, je juge, at 95,000, going once at 95,000, and twice at 95,000, 95,000, je juge alors à 95,000, dernière chance à 95,000, 95,000 at 1991. Thank you very much, Gregor. 95,000, grazie mille.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to lot 140, this 2009 Aston Martin DBS Coupe. Another great example built to Swiss specification. This car had numerous factory upgrades and has recently been recommissioned by Stratton Motor Company. Offered from an extensive private collection and with only 1 owner and 190 kilometers on the odometer, the car is offered without reserve. But for this lot, we have a small SRN, just a typo in the chassis number that differs from the printed catalog.
Are you going to read it out?
Yeah, absolutely. The actual chassis number is ACFA B05D09GE00837 and not SCFA D05D09GE00837 as stated in the catalog.
Thank you very much, Paul. Would you mind doing that in French?
French,
too?
absolutely, I will.
En français aussi.
I will.
D'accord, merci.
Merci de noter une erreur de frappe dans le catalogue. Le numéro de châssis est en réalité SCFA B05D09 GE 00837 et non SCFA D05 D09 GE 00837 comme mentionné au catalogue.
Merci beaucoup, Paul. Prends un peu de l'eau. Merci beaucoup.
Yes,
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We're going to open the bidding here with me. It's without reserve, as stated before. And the bidding starts with me at actually 35,000 already. 35,000 is bid, 38. 38,000 offerta nella sala, 38,000. 38,000 is the bid, 38, 40,000. 42,000, 42,000 contro di lei. Facciamo 45. 45 già offerto. 45 is the bid. 45, 48. 48,000. 48,000 contro di lei. Facciamo 50. 50 offerta. 50 is the bid. 55. 55. Dutch bid. 55. Controleer het Tirani. 55. 60. 60 tegen. Nee, 60,000. The bid is at 60,000 now. 60,000 in the room at 60. 60,000 già offerta. 60,000 is already offered and of course selling all the way at 60,000. 60,000, any advance at 60. 60,000 I have. 60,000 now, the bid is 60. Any advance at 60,000. 60,000 euros at 60. Am I selling the car 65? 65,000. 60, why do I do it in Italian now? No longer necessary. 70,000 is the bid. At 70,000, against you online, shall we go 75? 70,000 is the bid. At 70,000 in the room at 70. 70,000. 75, new place. Thank you, sir. 75. 75, can we go 80? 75 is against you. C'est contre vous. À 75,000. 80,000. 80,000 now. The bid is at 80. 80,000, shall we go 85? 80,000 now. At 80,000 ahead of you. 80,000, the bid is ahead of you at 80,000. Thank you. At 80,000 and seated at 80,000 and selling at 80,000 against the telephones in the back as well at 80,000. 80,000 euros. Am I selling the car at 80,000? 85. 85. 87.5. 90,000 online. 92.5. 92.5 is against you online. Would you like to make it 95? The bid is in the room at 92.5 against you. Would you like to make it 95,000? 92.5 is your bid. 95. 95 is against you. The gentleman's bidding. You might eat afterwards. 95 is the bid. 97.5 against you now online. 97.5 is against you. Would you like to make it 100? 97.5 is the bid against you. Shall we make it 100? 97.5 against you online. Can we click for 100? 100. Next is 105. 100 is the bid. Next bid is 105. 100 is against you. 100,000. 100,000 contre vous. Est-ce qu'on pourrait faire 105,000? 100,000 is the bid against you. 105. Against you now online. Would you like to make it 110? 105 is against you at 105,000. 105,000, the bid is against you at 105. It's in the room here at Villa Vichy at 105,000. Can we make it 110? 105,000 is the bid. At 105,000 now. Am I selling the car at 105,000 then? 105,000 online. Are you with me still at 105,000? The gavel is up at 105,000. Going once at 105 and twice at 105,000. Fair warning at 105 and selling at 105,000 euros. 105,000, and it was paddle number 131. Thank you so much. Sorry. 105.
Thank you very much, Martin. Let's move on to lot 141. This 1965 Aston Martin DB6 Sports Saloon to Vantage specification. Ex-Paris Motor Show car, this very desirable manual gearbox example is matching numbers, engine and chassis. Restored in the early 90s, this example has been dry stored since 2011 and will require some recommissioning. It is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much. And we're going to open the bidding on the lot, ladies and gentlemen, with me exactly halfway at 75,000 I have. 75 is bid and selling, of course, all the way at 75,000. He'll give me 80 first. 75,000 is the bid at 75. 75,000. Déjà offert 80,000, 80,000 online. 80,000 is the bid online at 80,000. 80,000 is the bid online, 85 now. 85. 85 still online at 85, Greg. Sorry. 85. 90,000 seated in the room. Standing in the room. Thank you. In the back. 90,000 now. Online is against you as well. It's in the back of the room at 90,000. 90,000 is 95 is online. 95 is online against you both. Sir, in the back, are you still bidding with me? I've got already 100,000 now. 100,000 now in the back of the room at 100. 100 is against you. It's on the floor at 100,000. 100,000. 110 is online. 110,000 sur l'internet à 110,000. 120,000. 120,000 is in the room. It's a floor bid at 120,000. 120,000 against you. It's in the room at 120,000. 130,000. Other bid now. It's still in the room at 130,000. 130,000. 130,000 now. Any advance at 130,000 now? It's Greg's bid. 140 is online. 140,000 en ligne at 140,000. 140,000. 150 with Adrian. 150,000. 150,000. Adrian's bid at 150,000. Who's next? At 150,000. 150,000 Pierre contre vous, Gregory and Whitney as well. 150 is the bid. At 160,000 en ligne. 160 is the online bidder at 160,000. 160,000 at 160,000. Any advance at 160? I would. So let's do it. 165, yes. 165,000 now. Against everybody at 165. Adrian's bid. Who's next for 170? 165. 170 online. 170,000 online at 170,000. 170,000 en ligne à 170,000. 170,000. Can we go 175? 170,000 is against you, Adrian. 170,000. Whitney against you as well. 175,000. 175,000. 175 online. Would you like to click for 180? 175 is Adrian's bid at 175,000. 175,000. What do you say? 180,000 with Gregory at 180,000. Against you now, Adrian, at 180,000. Can we make it 185? 180,000 is the bid against you, 180. At 180,000. 180,000 avec Gregory, contre vous, Adrien, contre Whitney et contre l'Internet à 180,000. 180,000, the bid is at 180,000. 180,000. And going once at 180,000. No, it's against you, Gregory. It's Gregory's bid. It's against you, Adrian. 180,000. Going twice at 180,000. Fair warning for the Aston Martin then at 180,000 euros and selling at 180. You said 182.5, right? That's what you said. 182.5 I'll take. 182.5. That extra 500 made it happen. 182.5. Would you like 185, Greg? 182.5 is the bid at 182.5. Would you like 185,000? It's Adrian's bid at 182.5. 182.5 then. Going once at 182.5 and twice at 182.5. It's Adrian's bid, Gregory, against you. Would you like to make it 185? 182.5 and selling, if we're all done, at 182.5. 182.5, 6007. 182.500, 6007. Lot number 142.
Lot 142, this 1994 Lancia Delta Integrale Evo 2. This desirable limited edition homologation special, this very nice example has been delivered new to Italy and received new Campbells in 2023. The car is sold with Italian registration documents.
Thank you very much with the Italian registration documents. I'm sorry, Paul. I got excited because I do like this Lancia Integrale, and we're going to open the bidding here with me. I have, with all the absentee interest already, the bidding here with me at 65,000. 65 is bid. 65,000 is the bid is at 65. 70,000. 70,000 already. At 70,000. Any advance at 70,000, the bid is at 70. At 70,000 now. At 70,000 euros. Where's my bid? 75. Thank you. Seated. At 75,000. 75,000 is seated now. The bid is seated at 75,000 now. Next is 80. 75 is seated and selling all the way at 75,000. 75,000 and the car is selling. Who'll give me 80? At 75,000. 75,000 euros. Now the bid is 75. Gregor against you as well and against Adrian at 75 with the gentleman seated at 75,000. 75,000. Who's bidding 80? At 75. Am I selling the car at 75,000 then? The gavel is up at 75. Going once at 70, 78 against you. 78. Would you like 80,000? 78 is the bid against you at 78,000. What do you say? 78,000 now. The bid is at 78 ahead of you. Would you like to bid at 80? At 78,000. 78,000 is ahead of you. Are you sure? At 78,000. And the bid is again, don't let it get away at 78. At 78,000 then. The bid is at 78,000 euros. At 78,000. At 78,000 now. What do you say? Facciamo ancora una volta. 78.000 contro di lei. Facciamo 80. 78 contro lei. Facciamo 80.000 per la dente laterale. 78,000 then. The bid is at 78,000. Don't let it get away at 78,000. You were so close at 78. At 78,000. 78,000 then. Going once. Per la prima volta. At 78.000. Going twice at 78,000. Are you sure? At 78,000 and all the way at 78,000 euros. And hammering down at 78,000. 78,000. Dai! Lo facciamo per 80.000. Ancora una volta. 78. No, are you sure? Going once and going twice at 78,000, at 78, at 78,000 euros, at 78. It's not yours at 78. It's not going to be yours. You want to go one more time? No. 78,000. Thank you very much, no. At 78, I know, 78,000. So close. Lot number 143.
This 1954 Jaguar XK120 Roadster. Formerly the property of Tony Marshall, this matching numbers example has been delivered to the US. Presented in very nice condition, the car has been extensively refurbished since acquisition in 2018. The car is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much. Offered without reserve, the Jaguar XK120 Roadster, stunning car. Again, who would not like to struggle, drive around Monaco in the car? Oh, wait. And we're going to open the bidding here, ladies and gentlemen, with me, starting at 40,000 only. 40,000 euros only for the Jag XK. 40,000 euros for the Jaguar. A Jaguar at 40,000. I can't believe it, at 40,000. Who'll give me the bid at 40,000? Gregory is standing at 40,000 with the bid at 40,000. Is that a bid, sir? 42? 42 I have. Against your line, 42 is already in the room at 42,000 only. You can rally in it tomorrow at 42,000. 42,000. The bid is at 42 and selling at 42,000. 45, 45, 48, 48,000. 48,000 euros at 48. 48,000, now the bid is at 48. 48 against you, Gregory, at 48. And selling at 48,000 only. 48,000 then. The bid is at 48. 50,000. 55. 55,000. Seated still at 55. 55,000. Against you, Gregory. 55 is the bid. At 55,000. Am I selling the car at 55,000? Going once at 55,000 then. And twice 60,000. 65. 65,000. Against you, Gregory. At 65 is ahead of you. 65,000. Am I selling at 65? 65,000 euros. 65,000 euros then. The car is selling at 65. 65 going once, 70,000. Thank you, sir. 70,000 then, and we're done at 70,000, going once at 70,000, and twice at 70,000, and selling at 70,000 at 70,000 euros. Pedal 95, 75,000. 75,000, pedal 95.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to lot 144, probably the last Formula One of the auction. The first Toyota Formula One. This car was driven by Mika Salo, Alan McNish, Stefan Sarrazin, and Alan Briscoe. Still fitted with its amazing V10 engine, including internal parts, the vendor will be very happy to assist the buyer to put it back on the racetrack. A key model of Toyota's motorsport history.
Yeah. So, lot number... Yeah, correct. Lot number 144. We're going to open the bidding here with me. The bidding with me, ladies and gentlemen, for 144, the Toyota, is with me already starting at 180, 190, 200,000. 200,000 is bid. 200,000 euros. The bid is at 200. At 200,000 now. 200,000 now. 200,000 now. Is that a bid there? Thank you very much. 220 I'll take. 220,000. 220,000. 220,000. Next is 240. 220,000 now. 240,000. Thank you very much. 240,000. 240,000. 240,000 now. Will you go 260? Can we make it 260, please? 250? 240 is the bid against you. We just jumped to 20. 240,000, the bid is at 240,000, at 240,000. 240, c'est contre vous. 240, c'est contre vous. The bid is at 240,000. 240,000. The bid is at 240,000, now at 240. At 240,000, Gregor. 240. 255. The bid is at 255,000. Against you now in the back at 255, and I'll take 255. 255,000. 255 and selling. The car is selling at 255. At 255,000 now. Was that a bid? Would you like to make it 260? No, I know you didn't. But I just wanted to make sure you paid attention, which is very good. Impressive. 255. The bid is at 255. And by selling the car at 255,000, going once at 255 and twice at 255, 255,000, and we're going to sell the car at 255,000 at 255,000 euros. Sold at 255,610.
Thank you very much, Martin. Let's move on to lot 145, the 1950 Delay 175S coach. This car is the ex-Louis Chiron Monte Carlo Rally winning and Carrera Panamericana. This historical example is one of only 51 Delay 175 and 175S models built. Delivered new to Jean Trévoux and restored to period specification, this car with French categories and, more importantly, an illustrated report from Jean-Paul Tissot from the Club de la Haye.
Thank you very much. And we're going to open the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, with the bids already with me at 280, 300, 320 I have. 320 is the bid with me. 320 c'est déjà offert. 320 is the bid with me. 320. Was that a bid? 340. 340,000. The bid is at 340,000 now. 340 now. 350 I'll take against you. Would you like 360? 360,000. 360,000. 360,000. The bid is at 360. Can we go at 370? 360,000. Now the bid is at 360 at 360,000. 360,000. 360,000. Contre vous at 360,000. 360,000 now. 370 standing. 370,000. 370,000 now at 370. Shall we go 380? 370,000 now. The bid is at 370,000. 370,000 now. Next is 380. At 370,000. 370 tegen bieden? Nee, 370. The bid is at 370,000 then. At 370,000 now. 380. 380,000. 380,000. Any advance at 380 in the back? At 380,000. 380,000 now. The bid is at 380. At 380. 390. 400. 400 now. At 400,000. Any advance at 400. 400,000 now. Online as well. The bid is at 400. Next is 410. At 400,000 now. The bid is at 4. At 400,000. 400,000 euros then. The bid is at 400. 410. 410,000. 410,000 now. Shall we go 420 online? At 410,000. 410,000 then. At 410,000. Going once at 410,000 and twice at 410,000. Fair warning at 410,000. 410,000. 410,000 euros at 410,000 euros. 410,000. Next lot.
Lot 146 is 1954 Talbot Lago T26 GSL. Matching numbers, chassis, engine, and gearbox example, and one of only 15 survivors. This car with Le Mans type engine is presented in its original condition and has been with its current owner for the last 26 years. It is offered with French categories, and we also have a several notice for this one. It has been brought to our attention that the car was legally and administratively withdrawn from the public road in 1963 and reintroduced 2 years later. We are also aware of at least 2 additional owners to the 5 announced in the catalogue.
Thank you very much, Paul. And with all that information, we're going to open the bidding here with me at 95, 100, 110, 120. 120,000 for the Talbot Lago, 120,000. 120,000. The bid is at 120,000. He'll give me 130 at 120, 120, 120,000. 120,000. 130, 140. 140,000. 140,000. At 140,000 now. The bid is at 140. 150. 150,000. 150,000. Any advance at 150. 150,000 for the Talbot Lago at 150. At 150,000. Any advance? 150,000. The bid is at 150,000 euros. 150,000. 150,000 then. Are we all done at 150? 150,000. 150,000. 150,000. And fair warning, at 150,000, at 150,000 euros. 150,000.
Thank you, Martin. Let's move on to lot 147. This 1951 Jaguar MK7 Coupe Meteor. Another one-off example exhibited at the 1952 Brussels Motor Show. This amazing Jaguar was formerly owned by Formula One driver Lucien Bianchi. Carefully restored in 2012, it is offered with French categories. And again, we have a small SRN for this one.
Merci de noter que la voiture n'a pas été présentée au contrôleur technique par le vendeur comme initialement prévu. Please note, ladies and gentlemen, that the car was not presented to the technical inspector by the seller as initially planned. So that's the small show notes, ladies and gentlemen, on this lot. And let's open the bidding here with me at 1995, 100,000. 100,000 euros only. 100,000. We're going to open the bidding at 100, 110. 120, 120,000, 120,000, 120,000 now, 130, 140, 150, 150,000 now, 150,000, the bid is at 150, 160 against you. Would you like 170? 160,000. Would you like 170,000? 170,000 would be next. 160 is the bid at 160, 170 now, at 170,000. 170 already ahead of you at 170,000. Shall we go 180? 170,000 now, the bid is at 170. 170,000. 170,000 euros, any advance at 170, 180. 180,000. 180,000. 180,000 for the Brussels Motor Show Jaguar Mark 6, Mark 7. It is a Meteor.
Yeah.
It is a Meteor, so a stunning car and completely restored at 180,000. Would you like 190? 180,000 is a bid against you. 180,000 euros. What do you say? 180,000. Would 185 help? 180,000 is the bid. I'm only here to help, sir. 180,000. What do you say? 180,000 is the bid at 180,000. 180,000 now. With the gavel up at 180,000. Are we sure? 180,000. Going once at 180,000. And twice at 180,000. What do you think? At 180,000 euros at 180,000. 180,000 euros. Lot number 148.
148 is withdrawn. So let's move on to lot 149. This 1935 Hispano-Suiza K6 30 CV Faux Cabriolet. Coachwork by Henry Binder, this really stunning car is one of an estimated 78 survivors out of 204 built K6 models. One of a mere two with coachwork by Binder. Our French vendor bought this car in 2009. It is, of course, sold with French registration documents.
Thank you very much. The Hispano-Suiza K6 from 1935. And we're going to open the bidding here with me, ladies and with me, for this stunning car at 1995, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 110. 110,000 is bid. 110,000, the bid is with me at 110,000. 110,000. 110,000 now. 110,000, the bid is at 110,000. Any advance at 110. At 110,000. 110,000 now. Against you in the back as well, 110 is my bid at 110,000. 120. 120,000. 130,000. 130,000. 130,000 now. The bid is at 130,000. Would you like to make it 140? 130,000. 130,000, the bid is at 130. Shall we go one more time for 130,000? 130,000. 135, 140 still. 140 ahead of you at 140. Would you like to go 145? 140,000 is the bid at 140,000. Are you sure? 140,000 and the gavel is up at 140,000. A 140,000. 140,000. Fair warning at 140. Going once at 140,000 and twice at 140,000 at 140,000. 140,000 euros at 140,000 euros. 140,000.
Thank you. Let's move on to lot 150. This 1963 Ford Galaxy 500 competition. What a great competition car. Ford 27 engine. This stunning car had a bare metal restoration, including coachwork and engine. Regular 2-auto competitor, it is eligible for the 2-auto, Goodwood Revival, 60s classic endurance, etc. Offered with old racing papers and French carte grise.
Thank you very much. And we're going to open the bidding on this lot, ladies and gentlemen. I have the bids here with me starting at 55,000. 55,000 only for the Ford. At 55,000, Ford Galaxy 500. 55,000 will give me 60. 55,000 is the bid at 55. 55,000 euros, the bid is at 55. 60,000. 60,000 now. 65. 65,000. 65,000 only for the Ford at 65. 65,000 now. The bid is at 65. 65,000 at 65,000 now. Any advance at 65,000? 65,000, 65,000 for the Ford. 65,000, any advance at 65,000, 65. The bid is at 70,000. 70,000 now at 70,000. 70,000, any advance at 70. 70,000. 70,000 then. The bid is at 70,000 euros at 70 only. 70,000 euros. 70,000, 75. 75,000, any advance at 75. At 75,000, fair warning at 75. 75,000 at 75,000 euros. 75,000.
Lot 151, 1962 Jaguar MK2 3.8 liter, delivered new to France. The stunning black on beige example has a manual and overdrive transmission. Sold with Monaco registration documents, it is offered without reserve.
Thank you very much, Paul. Offered without reserve. We're pleased to add to the description that the Jaguar underwent a complete restoration between 2001 and 2004. An extensive file of invoices and photographs attesting to this restoration comes with the car. Nous avons le plaisir d'ajouter à la présente description que la Jaguar Mark II a bénéficié d'une restauration complète entre 2001 et 2004. Et on a un dossier important des factures des photographies attestant de cette restauration accomplie la voiture. Avec toute cette information, with all that information, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open the bidding here with me with the bids at 20, 22, 24, 26,000. 26 is already bid with me. 26,000, c'est déjà offert chez moi, avec moi, 26,000. 26,000 is the bid with me at 26. 27, 28 is against you online. 28 is still with my bid at 28,000. 28,000 is my bid at 28. 28,000. 28,000 at 28,000 is my bid at 28 and selling all the way at 28,000. Any advance at 28. 28,000 now. The bid is at 28. Any advance at 28,000. 28 and selling then at 28. If we're all done, 28,000 for the Jaguar Mark II. 28,000. Are we all done? Am I selling the car at 28,000? Fair warning. At 28. 28,000 at 28,000. Going once at 28,000 and twice at 28,000. Fair warning at 28. At 28,000 euros. Sold at 28,000.
Lot 152, this 1973 Jeep Wagoneer station wagon. Last lot in the sale, and what a remarkable one. A very original Jeep Wagoneer. The car had just 2 owners and remains remarkably original. Presented in the most suitable colors scheme of daisy yellow, it is well documented and comes with all original sales invoice. Ready to be used this summer. Can you see yourself driving this car around Monaco?
I'm sure you can see yourself driving around Monaco, but there is a small silver notice.
Absolutely.
As you know, there is a small delay in transport, so this lot has not physically arrived yet, but the car will be delivered straight to the storage facility from where the new owner can collect it and then drive it around Monaco. So with that information, ladies and gentlemen, just to be sure, just in case you got very excited and wanted to drive it straight away off from here, we're going to open the bidding with me, Paul, and let me start the bidding. What do we do? Shall we start at 20,000? Who'll offer me 20,000 for the car? 20,000. 10,000? Thank you. 10 I have, and I can sell it at 10,000 all the way. 10,000 is bid. 12,000 against. 14? 14,000. 14,000. 14,000. 14,000. Contre vous. 16? 16,000. 18,000. 18,000. 20,000. 22,000. 22,000. The bid is at 22,000. At 22,000 and 22,000 and seated. Going once at 22,000. And twice at 22,000 for the Jeep at 22,000, which will come to the storage facility again at 22,000 and selling at 22,000. All the way, 22,000. For you, yeah. We need to register you. Yeah, okay, 22,000, that's fine. Known buyer. That, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our auction. So thank you very much for your participation, your stamina. We were thrilled to have you here, and we will see you soon again for our next one. Thank you, Ma, very kind of you.